Hi guys, welcome to our weekly session of D&D! Alright, so, who wants to recap? Fine, I'll do it. There you go. Alright, so a few things happened last session. So, last we left off, the party went to dinner at Lord Gimmick's. On the way there, you guys were discussing your name, and at the end of the 45-minute trip, you guys finally came to... Does anyone remember? The Fate Chosen. After many ideas were spitballed, you guys finally all voted on that, and were ushered into Lord Gimmick's estate. From there, you guys were offered refreshments as... You know, you guys get yourselves ready to be introduced to Lord Gimmick, and as soon as you guys stepped into the wondrous, glamorous estate, you all became, for some reason, extremely feral, with Thalion with his foot in his mouth, taking out I think it was a prickle, a splinter, yep, Harakai knocking the magic hand out of air, spilling the wine everywhere. And overall just being a rowdy crowd.
Yeah, don't forget about Kyla wanting to get drunk.
Correct. Underage drinking, we do not...
I was the responsible one, actually.
That, yeah.
I just wanted to try it.
Drink Red Bull, guys. Sponsored.
Yeah. We're not.
Well,
Yeah.
still that cover is also just put on the TM, so...
From there, the team, the party was ushered upstairs and introduced to Lord Gimmick. And there was a wonderful feast being laid out. There was rices, fish, salads, all types of meat and different spiced rices, different kind of salads. It was just a full spread of an awesome feast. You guys immediately, once again, went feral, destroying whatever food was in front of you guys, as Lord Gimmick tried to make conversation with you, Dario, and, you know, try and kind of introduce himself to the party. After probably about 25 minutes of him trying, the frustration was clear, and he got up, excused himself, and left you guys, retiring to his office for the night, saying that he was tired and, wanted to retire for the night. From there, Dario, you followed him into the office, had a conversation with him. He offered you to borrow his ship, one of his ships, in return for a favour where you would hunt down the bard Bonaire, who about a week ago played at a function in the estate and is believed to have stolen some documents from Lord Gimmick's office. Lord Gimmick wants those documents back, and he wants the bard Bonaire alive. You also had a conversation with Lord Gimmick that was quite tense, and you could see he was quite displeased with his friend's son, and he mentioned a few times the he suggested what's the word? Thank you, boiling in the Empire, and suggested that your dad was part of something bigger and that you should treat your friends wisely. From there, you guys left the estate.
Dario chose his friends over Lord.
He did choose his friends over his lord, which was very cool. From there, you guys were ushered out of the estate with a cake crammed into a delicate box.
Guys.
And back into the carriage and back into the city of Aarnau. From there, Dario was quite upset, made his way to the Krusty Krab. You guys followed and tried to make amends after embarrassing your friend in front of Lord Gimmick. After apologies were made, you guys had a discussion. Dario told you guys what had happened, and from there you guys decided that you would go see this Bonaire and talk to him.
I decided something different.
You had an appointment to attend to, and Harakai decided to have a drinking competition while Kyla, Thalion, and Dario went to see Bonaire, led by the Skinks, who knew where his room was and who unlocked the lock to his door.
Willingly.
Willingly, they were not forced or paid. You guys decided instead of talking to Bonaire, you would kick in the door.
We started talking.
But kicked in the door first.
You kicked in the
The
door.
conversation starts with a kick in the door.
Typical Valley.
Bonaire came around the corner, sword drawn and pistol aimed at you guys. And after a heated conversation, you guys finally convinced him to chat to you guys. He would only do so at gunpoint, though, as you guys ushered you into the room, made you sit down at the other end of the room, and conversation was had. He wasn't too clear about things, other than he was in trouble for something, and as his sentence, he was sent to steal these documents. He wasn't sure, he hadn't read these documents were sealed, and as they hung around his topless body, Thalia and you decided to tackle him mid-conversation. A rough but short fight followed, where Bonaire was choked out, and as you slung the documents over his shoulder, the documents that were in like a hardened leather tube, before that happened, Björn and...
Those are fun times.
He was having fun time with Captain Maverick. After hearing the commotion downstairs, you quickly pieced it together that was probably your friends and decided to end your business talks abruptly. Captain Maverick was certainly not happy with that, and that ended with her taking a shot at you, which... Very close. It was an overreaction and it very closely missed you. Harakai, you lost your drinking competition and
50 gold at once. I'm not worried about that.
and refused to pay instead, getting up and running towards the sound of the commotion, which you also knew would be your friends. And in retaliation to that, currently being chased down by about 6 members or 6 patrons of the inn as they chase you across the bridge, throwing knives, chairs, and whatever else they can get. You're on the bridge, you've just made it into the room, and as you slam the door behind you, 2 solid black balls bounce into the room, clanging hard onto the ground as a fuse starts to burn down from them, thrown in from the window from the street. And as you guys stare down at them, I need everyone in the room to make a constitution saving throw.
Oh shoot.
We keep
Did we not
initiative
get
or
a
anything? or-
reaction?
This is your reaction, I guess.
Yeah, no you don't.
Are we still in initiative order like before? Or
Does anyone remember what the initiative order was?
Can't we see on the cards? Did you click them or?
I don't know what they are.
21.
I got 16.
Me too, I was out on the bridge.
No, you're okay.
Oh, and did you end up doing the illusion?
I was just about to when I
Yeah.
got back to my turn.
Did you get in the room?
No, I was on the
22.
bridge, I was about to
Alright.
toss them.
23.
There we go. Right.
22.
Okay. 16.
22.
21.
What's the 23?
Okay. Alright. So, you've just slung documents over your shoulder, and Harakai came into the room, slammed the door, and as you turn around to look at your friends, you just see dunk, 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 dunk. And as you guys all stare down, before you have a second to do anything, you just see the fuse disappear beneath the top of the canister before a bright flash fills the room, and your ears, you just feel like your eardrums start to burst,
Shoot.
and you guys are all stunned.
Oh, dang. Even if we pass the thing?
No one passed.
Oh, jeez.
What was the
Hi.
Secrets.
Holy cow.
Impossible.
2 loud bangs, and bright white light just flashes in front of you guys as you're blind for a second. Your ears are ringing. You're all stumbling around the room, blind and deafened. And everyone to roll initiative again.
Yeah, just remind me.
checked out and
Oh,
we're
heck
keeping
yeah.
in the shits.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, good roll. Do you have the cards?
No, I do not actually.
Getting caught into it. It's crazy. This is all your fault, by the way. It's your fault. It's always Stallion's fault.
Thank you. So, please.
Too much?
Do you have Texas?
Whatever.
Oh, these are old ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I like those.
You guys see them also?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Somebody just put
You gotta just draw over again. And then
Spit. Just spit everywhere.
That's right, they're also double-sided, if you just want to go on the inside.
Thanks, perfect.
How long does the sun last?
You guys get to try and save at the end of your turns.
I take it the same as higher than that constitution that we did.
I would never tell you.
Was there another pen in there?
Aarnau. And what would we do in AC again?
AC.
What's up?
Just your AC.
But I'm not wearing my armor, I'm just wearing fancy clothes.
So it's 10 plus your dex modifier, for sure. I think that sounds right.
What's the same in AC?
That's good stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. 19.
That's 12. Did you get a 12 or
Oh, sorry,
19?
How are you peasants?
Man,
There's a fight to be had. What'd you get?
Oh, dang, girl! Okay.
So what's stun be?
So stunned, you guys are stunned creature is incapacitated.
Oh,
Can't move and can't speak, only falteringly. So you guys can move. But you all make to fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls have advantage on you.
okay. Can we still take like actions and stuff?
Yes, you can.
Cast spells?
Yes, you can, but you.
Can't do.
Sorry, as part of it, I'm going to say that you guys are blinded and deafened as well.
Did you say that?
Sorry, that's probably better. I'll say you guys are blinded and deafened. Not stunned, sorry. Alright, so Harakai. The sound goes off, you're absolutely deafened and blinded. After a few seconds, you can just barely hear the groans of your friends around you, but more so you can hear the shouts and the screams of the people outside. You can barely hear it.
Worked for me, by the way.
Okay.
So, did you roll my pen? Are you trying to erase the lid?
What do you do?
Okay. Shoot. Alright, everybody out this way to me. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna wait at the door and kind of guide people with my voice to the door.
Alright, so being next to the door, you still know where the door is. You've got like your back against it.
Yeah.
Not just outside the door, or they like further on?
You're on the bridge and they're running towards you.
The gang's running towards me.
Yeah, and you're on the bridge.
So
and
where's the room behind me?
Yeah, into the building, and then the room's the last room.
Okay, so there's a fair distance.
Yeah, there's Ferguson still. Alright, blinded and deafened, is there anything you want to do, or do you just want to end your turn and try to save?
I just want to end my turn and try and like guide everyone else to the door
All right.
with my voice.
Go ahead. So make a con saving throw.
But we can't hear him.
You can barely hear him as your ears are ringing. You can. It's like like
Oh, yeah,
imagine
yeah.
like a stun. It's pretty much like a stun
Good
grenade.
about that.
So you can hear his voice, and it's just like all into each other. You guys are like lost and disorientated.
13.
All right. The DC is 20, and each turn it will lessen by 2 as it
Okay.
starts to wear away.
Okay.
Okay.
18 then.
Okay.
Cool. That's it.
All right, Bjorn. As you stand on the bridge, 6 people just crash into the hallway as they just see you and they just start bolting towards you. See the first one, the elf, he's just got a bar stool and he's just running full sprint at you. Screaming.
How far are they?
He would be about 30 feet away from you.
Alright, so I so like whoop, and I start sort of like pulling out runes from my tattoos, and I swish them around in my arms, in my hands for a sec, and then go, "Watch your step!" And I just sort of like brush the air in front of me, and an illusion covers the bridge, making it look like it abruptly ends.
Alright.
About 30 feet in front of me, I believe. Oh, yeah. If they're 30 feet away, then I'm about 15 feet in front of me.
So between right in the middle of you guys. Awesome. Does he have to do a check to see if he believes it? Or?
So, physical interaction with it reveals it to be an illusion, but otherwise, a creature can discern the illusion for what it is. It has to use its action to examine the image to determine if it's an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check.
Alright. Running, he comes to a skid before the gap. And the rest of the members, like, not seeing the illusion, just run into him, as they just barely stop, like, pushing into him, as he, like, throws the stool down, and just, like, stops them all.
Well, that was close.
How big is it? How wide?
I can make a, sorry. So this is a new spell. 15 foot cube, so it would be 15 feet wide, 15 feet deep. So essentially from me, 15 feet forward,
Okay.
nothingness.
Alright.
Or at least like it looks like.
How far can someone jump? They have to do a run and leap. Okay. Yep. Alright, anything else? You've heard the in the room behind you as the 2 stun grenades go off. And you can just hear the groans of your friends.
Yeah, I suppose I'll turn and I'll try and sort of run. So I'll just leave those people to figure out.
Alright, using your movement, you can make it to the door.
Okay, cool. Hang on a sec. Do I have to be in range of this the whole time? It's 60 feet range. But
You'd still be within 60 feet of that.
Okay, cool. So that's my action and my bonus. This is. I can't cast another spell. What can I do? I don't think I can help you guys.
And does your tentacles not concentration, is it?
No.
Cool.
Oh no, I'll make it to the door. Well, I don't know how I can help him.
Alright. As you're crossing the bridge, just before you get to the entrance of the building, you can see a squadron of state troops, halberds on their shoulders, quick marching or quick running towards the inn. As they're like, "Hey, stop!" As they point up to you, and the crowd on the bridge. They're on the second tier as they're heading towards the door of the inn on the second tier to come onto the bridge.
So we've come onto the bridge from our end or the other end?
The other end, so behind the guys, but you see another squadron on the docks making their way up to the residential part of the inn.
Shoot. I don't know what to do.
Anything else? Done?
Well, I can't
Daria,
do anything.
you're up.
So
I'm at the door and I'll try and assist if I can.
Okay. You didn't lock the door, did you?
No.
Were you using a spell or something?
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure at the end of it I was waiting for Bjorn to get in and close the door.
Correct, yeah.
So,
Okay, so door's still open then?
Yeah.
Okay, so door's still open, you can just see Haruka just fumbling around. Eyes open, but you can clearly see...
bonus action to assist it?
What do you want to assist him do? Like, how?
stop.
Yeah, I grab him, pin him up against the wall, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Alright, you can have advantage on your next con saving throw. As you just hear Bjorn's voice and then whoosh across the face. Alright, Dario, what are you doing?
Okay, how high are we?
You're on the second level. So imagine it's a like a cube building.
Yeah.
You're on the second level. The second tier is probably, let's call it a 30-foot drop from the window, maybe a 40-foot drop from the window. Then to the dock, it's probably like a 60-foot drop.
Is the stairs underneath the window?
No, there is no stairs underneath the window. You would be jumping straight onto the second tier.
I was kind of pull out my rapier and just kind of like use it to help guide me towards Tower Calculus.
You're right here at the door.
Oh, didn't someone pass it to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, make a constant saving throw. If you're not doing anything else for this time.
Yeah.
Alright, still stunned and deafened. Still blinded and deafened, sorry.
Oh, this is bad.
Alright, Carla.
Do I still have my staff on me?
I don't know, did you grab it last session? I can't remember. Oh, I think you grabbed the stuff and you passed it to everyone. Yeah, so good stuff.
Right, so I'm gonna grab my staff and use one of its spells. Lesser restoration.
Mm-hmm.
And it will allow me to cure up to either a disease or a affliction.
Nice.
I'll cure blind.
Sorry, status? A condition? Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
I'll cure, I can only do one at a time, but I'll cure blind.
Yep. Does that work on everybody or is that just yourself?
It's only one target.
Okay. I'm assuming you're doing that on you?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's like?
Alright, your vision comes back. The first thing you see is Stallion right in your face, and you realise he's just screaming. He's just like, and you can't quite hear it, but you just feel the spit, and you just see him screaming in your face as he stumbles around. You've just seen Bjorn like full slap hurricane, his face just swing to the side,
For a while.
and you see Dario almost like hunched over, walking like an old man with his rapier, walking towards the window, and he's currently like, is your rapier sheathed, or did you unsheath it?
I'll have it. Yeah, sure. I have a sheath.
All right, so the rapier is currently prodding the unconscious body of Bonaire.
Shit, what do we do here? I'm gonna go outside on the window and look down. Is there...
All right. Make a perception check.
Okay. Oops. 11, I think that is 12. 11.
11. Okay. In your haste, you run to the window with the giant tentacle. You just squeeze past it and look out the window. You can see the 6 Marines heading, just about to hit the door on the second building, the in part, as they're making their way through the door. But most interestingly, you see the 8 skinks tied up together just underneath the window, as they all just sit there, roped together, just sitting there, just watching the Marines go past.
Poor guys.
Yeah, that was the plan there, wasn't it?
You don't see anyone else, though.
Oh, man.
You don't see whoever threw these stun grenades into the window.
Okay. These ropes that they have,
Yep.
so they're making their way up.
No, they're tied together. They're tied together onto the ground. Someone's tied them together,
Okay, gotcha.
and they're all back to back on the ground. 8 skinks tied together, and they're just literally just sitting there, all bound, just looking around.
We are friends. Not good at all. Stallion. I'm just gonna try to shake him a little bit, maybe to help him.
All right. Make Constitution saving throw to see if you cure your deafened.
Well, I've yet, but
Yeah. Alright, Dalid, you're up.
Would it be, what would it be to pick up from here?
A strength. No, you could use it. You could just pick him up.
Remember?
But
Yeah,
yeah,
if I fumble for him, but I feel him pick him up, yeah?
yeah, you don't know where you're in the room though, so you're blinded and deafened. So you can try to fumble around for him, but it'd be.
Alright.
Well, it says a blind creature can't see and automatically fails an ability check that requires sight. So you can't even target him to pick him up.
Okay.
Unless I'll let you make a perception check with disadvantage. The DC is going to be really high. You can try if you like.
What about if I was to... Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send my tentacle
Yeah.
down the wall. So out the window, down the wall.
Do you need to see though?
No, I don't. I need something.
Okay. All right.
It's still directing it, right?
It says you just need to see where you first summon it, but then moving it, you can move it. It moves by itself, I guess.
Go ahead.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send it down the wall, and then I don't know how it works. Like, is it a separate entity? Like, can it sense if there's someone there?
I don't think so. Like it would have stats and stuff. If it did, like you'd be summoning something and say refer to stats or something.
Slaps the skinks.
Because it doesn't have its own stats, does it?
Yeah, normalize what it is. I think we'll refer to you also.
Alright. What if I was to flip the bed in front of the window? Same thing?
Yeah, same thing. You can't see it all. The only thing you can feel at the moment is Kyla's small hands on your body. And you don't know, but you're screaming at the moment.
Alright. Alright. Then I will... Yeah, I guess I'll just do my check to see if I can...
Alright, you can do it with advantage, as Kyla tries to help you.
Awesome.
so I splash Wyrd, your eyes or your face.
Into his mouth.
Yeah. Stop that screaming.
25.
25, alright, yep, you're cured, both blinded and deafened.
Oh, nice.
As Kyla splashes water into your face, your vision just starts to speckle back in, and you just hear this screaming in your ears, and it takes you like a good 5 seconds to realize the voice is emanating from yourself.
Alright. And that's in my turn. I did check.
Yeah, the check's up. Your turn, yeah.
Cool.
Alright, the Krusty Krab gang. Alright, so as the elf stops his crew, he tells them to all back up as they step either side of him as he backs up, and he's gonna try and jump over.
Oh, damn it. What an idiot. Why couldn't he just go away?
What is your spellcasting DC?
It's 15 that he has to pass, but he's not doing a check, he's just trying to
just
jump.
jumping over it. Yeah. Alright, he rolled pretty high, so I'm gonna say he goes backwards, leaps over, bar still in one hand, and just makes it to the other side.
Outside.
And he just looks up, pure drunken anger in his eyes,
Holy shit.
as he starts bounding his way towards it, and the rest of the crew's gonna try to do the same.
Oh my god.
So, next guy runs and just goes.
And that's it. Yeah, I run, that's his fight.
And just looks up.
It's like, ah!
Yeah, pretty much, he's screaming and looks up. And then just all get up and start bounding towards it. Fucking cunt!
Oh, gee.
As they start running towards you. They're in the hallway now, as the 6 of them bound into the hallway, as you hear the guards trying to clear their path through the crowded inn to the door, and you just see the guards appearing at the door. Haruka.
Shoot. So I'm still blinded and deafened, right?
You are.
can I do?
You get advantage because I slapped you.
Yeah.
I'll say from this round, you guys can do the checks at the start of your turn.
Okay, back from this round.
Yeah, from this round.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, mate.
Oh no, it didn't pass. I got 15.
Damn.
Was it advantage?
Yeah.
Dang.
I just rolled good. I don't know what I can do.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I guess Harika is just gonna kind of yell back at Bjorn like, "Who the hell slapped me? Who did that?"
That's my reaction. Slap him again.
Sure.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Oh my god.
Oh, do I have to roll a hit? Alright, let's do it. Okay. That was a d4 plus 1, right? That's how it works? 5 damage.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
That's how it
Okay.
is.
So a slap or a punch?
I'm gonna
Oh
slap up.
no, it's just 1 plus strength modifier, sorry, because I don't have unarmed combat. And my strength is -1, so I just should do that damage.
It's really silent.
I take it. I just want to slap randomly in the air in front of me. Like, stop it!
Go ahead and make attack roll with disadvantage.
15 and a 16.
Natural 20.
So, -1, so 14.
Yes.
Damn.
So his short stumpy arms just...
Alright. Why did I join these guys? Is it my turn?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. And you can hear the guys in the hallway just about to come to the room.
This is about to get worse, you idiot!
I swear to God, whoever slaps me.
You're cured.
Yeah.
Alright. What is happening here? What? Can any of you hear me?
Yes.
What is going on?
We were just talking.
Oh
You
god.
can just see a bundle underneath Dario's foot now as his foot just sinks into
Is that the part?
his stomach and the other one just is on his face. So he's like,
Oh my
about to walk out the window.
I got nothing that would help them.
Damn it, I got stuff that can help and I'm flight.
I got nothing I could help. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Something quick.
Is there something you can do to try and stop the guys from getting here?
Not really.
Another illusion?
Like, would it work if I did another illusion?
Probably not, no.
Alright, you take care of this, I'll take care of them. And I step back out, and I'm just ready slow. And I'm gonna just
Nice.
wait for them to round the hallway and get in range.
They're in the hallway. They're about, from where you were, they're about 15 feet away from you. As
Oh,
you step out into the
shit.
door, they're just blast all over his head, red drunken eyes, as he just charges down the hallway.
I'm just gonna have to kill him. So,
Barricade the door, maybe?
Maybe we should just
Alright,
give him the
alright.
50 gold?
I do that. I go to do something, see them coming, I just slam the door shut, and...
Harika, you just roughly grab by the shoulders and throw wood hitting the back of your head, as you just start to feel a goosh against the door
The
from
whole
the other
time
side.
that Bjorn's just like, ah! Get away!
Here's your reaction
Oh,
to make an unarmed attack with disadvantage.
Oh. Natural 20 and an 8. So.
Chris.
Alright, anything else?
I'll look for something else to barricade.
Alright, there's plenty of furniture in the room.
Yeah,
Like bedside table, the bed,
What's-
chairs.
but okay. How long will it take to get the bed over?
Quite a bit. The fastest thing, probably grab a chair and shove it underneath the
Alright, I'm
handle.
gonna do that.
Alright, cool. So you throw Harakai, grab the chair next to him, and as he's just
I'm gonna say lean!
and you just shove the chair underneath the handle and the little bulges. Alright, Dario.
Constitution saving throw.
I'm really good at killing shit.
Oh, I got 13. So what I've heard, Bjorn say things are going to get worse.
Yeah, you can barely, like, all the, like, there's stallions screaming, there's the shouts, like, all of it is just mixed together, so you can't quite make out. You can just make out the noises, but you can't understand it.
Alright. I'm going to cast Summon Beast. Can I cast concentration spell?
First of all, again, do you need to see? I think you need to be able to see where you're casting it.
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. I just keep trying to make my way towards that.
Okay, make a survival check with disadvantage because you're dangerously close next to the window.
Oh no.
But wouldn't the rapier hit the side of the window before I did?
The
Okay.
bed was in front of the window, wasn't it?
Yeah, the bed's pretty much destroyed. So just make a normal survival check.
Oh, please roll it.
Imagine if this is how Dario does.
That would be hilarious.
Alright. Your rapier hits the edge of the windowsill, but as you do, your foot slips off Bonaire's body, and you're like, you just feel the top of your body, you expect like a wall, and you just feel fresh breeze as you're just like halfway out the windowsill like across your hips. The only thing keeping you there is the rapier between your body and the windowsill as you're like halfway out the window.
Holy cow.
Carter.
And seeing that, I'm gonna run and grab Dario and just like leave him back.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna whip out my staff and heal his blindness.
So that's 2 charges. It takes a charge per time.
It takes, for this one, it takes 2 charges and there's 10 charges.
Alright, so that's 4 charges. Awesome. Alright, so Dario, you're just flung backwards, and your eyes just open up as you twist around, and you just see Kyla's staff in your face. Dalian looking around wildly, and you just see Harukai just swatting at the air. But you still can't hear anything.
I'll see if I can hear something. Nope. What's the plan, guys?
You can't hear.
What?
Dalian.
Alright. So, looking out the window, do I see anything?
Yeah, you can go to the window. You can make a perception check if you want. It'll be your action though.
Okay.
Oh no, so your bonus action comes look around.
Bonus action?
And you're still deafened. Did you want to make a check first to see?
No, I passed.
Oh, you did too. Yeah.
Around the room, is there any other sheets or anything that we can use to...
There's the blanket,
Yep.
and you've already used the bed sheet. There's a blanket, and then there's like the pillowcases if you want.
Alright. If I was to... It's a 30-foot drop, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Alright, which isn't that bad, right? Yeah.
No.
Alright. I'm gonna grab Bonaire. And then...
So bonus action to pick him up.
Throw him out.
You heave the limp body wrapped in sheets on your shoulder.
And assessing that the door's closed and barricaded and stuff. I'm gonna turn to Bjorn and I'm like, follow me! And I'm gonna run to the window,
Oh no.
step out of it.
No.
I'm gonna sort of hold it, hang down, and then
This
drop.
doesn't seem like a good idea.
Alright, make an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What are we doing?
What? Oh my god.
Alright.
You die.
Swinging your legs over the shoulder, holding on, you just feel Bonaire's body start to slip, and you let go of your grip to try and grab him before he falls headfirst onto the cobblestone, and the weight of him drags you down as you fall, straight onto your back, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and Kyla just turns to you, We are friends. So you pretty much almost just land in his lap. Bonner's body crushing you.
Do I have any movement? Alright,
It would
I'm assuming I'm prone.
It would have taken 10 feet of movement to get to the
I'm
window.
assuming I'm prone, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to use the rest of my movement instead.
Alright, awesome. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright.
Sorry, would it be an action for me to just do a quick look around?
You haven't used the action yet.
That's how it jumped out.
No, I'll say that was part of his movement.
Awesome. Yeah, alright, I'm going to do a perception check.
Yep.
Ooh, yeah. 22.
Alright. You look around, and Kyla's just trying to get your attention the whole time. It's like, we are friends, we are friends, we are friends. And as you look around, you're struggling a bit, like, Bonner's body's on you, so you're kind of like, looking around, and out of the corner of your eye, you just see the tip of a dark blue cloak disappearing behind the closest building to you. Only probably about 25 feet away from you.
Away from us? Like going away? Yeah.
You just see the cloak go behind the building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then. Cool.
Alright. The rest of you guys who can hear, goosh, goosh, on the door.
Am I still on the door?
You're still in the door. You can feel goosh, goosh.
Well done!
Can't see.
And as you feel that, the second one, you just feel a plank of wood go clunk as one of the planks just snaps, and you just see the leg of the bar stool coming through the door.
Oh no!
They're making it through. Like another turn, the door's going to be broken. Harakai. The DC is now 16 for this round.
Yeah. Okay, 22.
Alright. So, what do you want? Your blindness or your...
Ooh, yeah, I'll take away blindness.
Alright. You open your eyes and there's just a door next to you, a plank of wood in your lap. And...
We're getting ready to slap every day.
Yeah. You just see a crotch in front of you and then you look up and there's just a raised hand. And a malicious look on Björn's face.
Confused on what to do. Harakai's just gonna, like, try and dodge past Bjorn and, like, just crawl through his legs.
Yep.
And then he's just gonna get up and be like, what the hell? What is going on?
So turning around, you just see Björn's back and you just see the leg of the bar stool gets retracted and then just the drunken face. Come here, dwarf!
Okay, seeing him, I'm just gonna like, shoot, and then I'm going to, sorry, I can do, I'm going to, I don't know, so they're definitely gonna make it through next turn, like?
Well, they've made pretty good progress so far, so...
Okay,
And the door's already been kicked in once by Thalion, so it's not very sturdy.
yeah, okay, alright, what am I gonna do, I don't know, I'm just gonna, so I've run through Bjorn's legs, and then I'm just gonna run back and try and, like, block the door, even, like, push my back against the door.
Alright, make a strength check.
Uh-oh.
Actually, no, not this turn. On their turn. We'll do it. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Björn.
Alright, so I see Haruka going back to the door, and instead I'm going to accept, I'm just going to reach out my hand and grab him by the beard and pull him with me towards the window where I saw Thalion jump out.
Yep.
Can I do that?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I'm presuming you're going to be willing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You filthy elf!
And you just feel wet spit hit the back of your neck as you're drowning. Like,
You better run!
As I reach the window, I'm gonna look out and see where Thalia landed.
You just see the tip of Thalian's head, and then a white sheet across him.
I got nothing.
Oh yeah, you did too. So yeah, you see him at the bottom of standing on his feet. Bonaire are still on the ground, and the 8 skinks tied up next to him, right underneath you.
Alright. Can you hear? Yeah, you can. I'm gonna call out to Thalia. Heads up! I'm gonna throw you back.
Oh, shoot!
Alright, make a strength check.
Do I have to do anything?
We'll see.
Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing?
This could happen. 15 minus 1, 14.
Alright, Harakai. In your fit of rage, swearing at this elf and being dragged by the beard, you're suddenly whipped around, facing Bjorn, hands underneath your shoulders, and you're just heaved. And not realizing how heavy it is, your waist barely clears the window as you're just shoved backwards, slamming into the windowsill and free fall and toppling. Make a. Are you going to try and catch him, or do you want to dodge him?
Catch him.
Alright, make a strength throw. Strength check.
As I'm free falling, can I try and use my reaction to click my rocket boots and try and break the fall?
You can.
Okay.
What does it take to activate your rocket boots?
It's a bonus action to do the overdrive thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
15?
Just
Okay.
a tool check, like the thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, was that saving throw?
No, strength check.
15. So I passed the thing. It's a 15.
Alright. As your legs clear the window seat, you smack them together, the rocket boots activating, and as you're falling head first, you activate them and you just go as you're falling, you feel like a whole rotation. As Stallion just barely manages to catch you, your head inches away from the cobblestone. Your head's just spinning and there's just blue above you with an eye going, "We are friends."
There's a
Good catch!
Yeah.
And then, can you both see in here?
Yeah,
I can
see,
see. I can't. We can't hear.
Alright.
But like,
So you guys just seen Bjorn just chuck Haruka out the window.
I turn around and I look at the two of you, and I go. Sorry, Kyla. I grab Dario and I'm like, I just look directly into your eyes.
And I'm
you
like-
can't hear me, right?
Yeah, like,
And you just see like the hair standing on the ends of Bjorn's arms, and like a lightness start to come out of him, and then there's a sudden flash, and a massive crack of thunder, and we're down on the ground.
Nice.
Nice. That's good.
Nice.
And also you take damage. no, I think it's creatures. Yeah, each creature within 10 feet of the space.
Wait, could you just have pulled Dario away from Tyler before you did it?
I don't think the room's big enough.
Yeah, the room's not that big.
Sorry, but
Roll the dice.
no, you got to make saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Instant damage.
Eight plus 7. What does this go off by again?
Dex, I think.
Oh, sorry, it's Constitution.
Oh, Constitution. That's plus 7.
So yeah.
15.
Yep.
All right, so you just passed, my friend, but you still take. See, I knew you would pass. That's why. Well, I mean, to a centigram. You take. That's a 10, isn't it? So half of 23. So you take 12 points of damage.
12
or
points of
13
damage,
points
yep.
Of thunder damage. Sorry, bro.
Quarter my health.
The thunder can be heard from 300 feet away. And we suddenly appear on the cobblestones next to Thalion. And I look at the Thalion and I'm like, do you know I left the ladies' chambers for this? That's it.
Head spinning Dario. The world goes like exterior to interior to exterior as you go from like a damp dark room to the cold outside. Or not the cold, it's spring, but you go from to outside. You're surrounded by your friends and skinks all around you. Still deaf. Go ahead and make a check. DC is now 16. As the rest of you that can hear, just a thunderous crash echoes in your ears, almost deafening you again. As after it dies away, you just hear the shout of guards all around as more squadrons are alerted.
I got a 13.
Fail.
Can I do a quick perception check? Just to see, like, can I see anything else happening?
Are you looking for anything in particular? You can see around you, unless you want to search for something in particular.
I thought the stuff was bonus action. It's actually one. It is an action. This is stuff's a bonus action. Sorry.
That's alright, we'll say throwing what's his face with bonus action. That's all good.
Sorry about that. It's still you.
I'll just put on my rapier and like unsheath it and cut the rope on the skinks.
Alright, so you just poof, and then you just look down and you just see them just all looking up at you. Take it out, shink, and just cut it. The rope cuts cleanly, falls away, and they will just sit there. And you realise as your sword goes through it was loose enough for them just to lift it over them. And they just all sit there staring up at you. What's vibrating?
It's me.
Yeah.
That was me.
I just want to yell, because I'm deaf, we are friends, and start.
And you just see Kyla mouthing the same thing.
That's how long's the rope?
Yeah, but the difference is he's going, we are friends!
And Kyla's like,
We are friends.
yeah, exactly. The rope's 20 feet long.
I pick up the rope and start making my way towards the window.
Okay. Awesome. You're right underneath the window, so you cut it, pick it up, and then...
I just want to try and like swing it up to
Okay, nice. I'll let you use a bonus action, make a dex check to see if you can and throw it through the window. You're flinging up the window, and you clear it, getting probably a good... Oh no, the rope's only 20 feet long, it's 30 feet, it's not even long enough actually.
Oh, can I just...
Unless you want to toss the whole thing.
Yeah.
You can, yep, alright, so coiling it up, you toss it through the window, and Kyla, there's as you just feel your skin burning from the thunder step, you just hear the heavy... Are you still deaf?
Yes.
Okay, you just see your rope go... and just land on the bed, on the broken bed.
Is it like a hook?
No,
Like,
it's just right.
a rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's your turn. Go ahead and make your check.
Natural one.
Oh, shit. You get blinded.
Yeah. You're just like, huh?
I'm gonna fix my hair because it's all
Standing on end.
Yeah.
from the electricity.
That's how you like it.
What a dick. Shit. Is there anything to tie the rope with?
There's the broken bed and a bedside table.
Alright. I'm just gonna look over the window. Who can I see?
You can see all of them.
All of them? Right. I'm gonna jump out.
Alright, make a acrobatics check.
Can I see if I can catch you?
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm aiming for beyond.
Okay.
What, like full like elbow?
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Ooh. Actually, what's that? 11.
Alright. You back up a couple steps and start making your way to the window ready to leap the seal, and just as you start jumping, you just feel a clay cup just smash across the back of your head, and
I mean, you can't really expect
your shins just catch the bottom of the sill as you go tumbling. You can make a strength saving throw, a strength check to see if you can catch them.
Oh, really? No?
Oh, because you want to catch them, right?
Yeah, but you're jumping out.
You're all close enough.
I mean, you
though,
can like
can-
push me out the way.
7. Alright.
I just step out the way.
Alright, so you get smacked in the head, hitting the window seat, you just tumble as Bruno just steps aside and you just go.
Whoa! Wait, I thought you were gonna catch him!
Number 7.
It's
kind of like notice. I'm looking at you guys just appear. Look up.
Yeah, it was your movement.
Alright, I'll try and catch him.
You take 4 points of.
I'll try and catch him.
You already said! You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage and you just face plant to the cobblestone in front of everyone.
Oh! These guys are useless! Are you alright?
I'm fine. I get my wand and heal me.
Good effort! On your feet next time!
What?
I get my staff and I heal my face with it.
Anything else? Wow.
That's it.
Alright, Dalian, you're up.
Alright.
So you just see a blue mass just go past you as you misjudge it and it just falls 3 feet in front of you, slamming onto the ground.
Alright, looking down at him, I remember that, what's his name? Bonaire's down there.
Yep.
I'm like, oh! I'm gonna pick him up,
Yep.
throw him over my shoulder. Free action, or is that gonna
I'll say bonus action.
bonus action? Alright. And then I'm gonna say, he's around the corner. I'm gonna run cautiously towards that corner and just peer down there.
Alright.
Who?
You run over with the heavy body of Bonaire on your shoulder. You make it to the corner and you peer around. Make a perception check.
15.
Alright. You look around the corner that is an alleyway between buildings, and as you look up, you don't see anything, and then you look up and you see a figure in those same deep blue robes on one of the rooftops, looking at you.
I don't recognize him.
You don't recognize.
How far is he?
But he's a
30
black
feet?
guy. He's not blue.
Alright.
Or is he?
Pretty sure it does look really close.
As you make eye contact with the figure, it's hooded and it has a deep blue mask across its face, very similar to you, Han, with the hood drawn over it. And to your left, you hear and you see a troop of guards rushing at you. Wait there! Put the body down! As 6 straight troops start rushing towards you.
Oh shit.
What are you guys gonna do? Collectively as a group. They're about 60 feet from you. The other figure is about 30 feet from you. What are you guys gonna do as a group?
But how far is Dali from us in the corner, right?
Yeah, he's not that far, 15 feet.
Yeah.
We're not getting chased. It's just.
No, you are. There's a group of guards heading towards you guys right now.
Let's be diplomatic.
Quick! Decide. They're rushing towards you guys.
I can't hear you.
What are you doing? Running away from the guards, or are you going to chase the other person?
Away from the guards, I'll say, yeah.
Yep. Alright, we're going to a skill challenge.
Can I cast a spell just before we start running?
No, because it's still Thalian's turn. And we're going to a skill challenge, so we're going to reset the initiative. Alright, so skill challenge. It's going to be, you need 8 passes before 3 failures.
Holy shit.
If you fail, the guards catch up to you. If you pass, you outrun the guards.
Wait, we need 8 successes before 3 fails?
Before 3 failures.
Oh shoot.
Okay, that's a pretty high skill. No more for this stepping. Wait, you had mystical stepping.
Alright, so do you guys remember how this works?
We choose like kind of what we want to use.
Correct. So you guys choose the skills you want to use. You got to describe them to me on how you're going to use them, and then we roll. Yeah, and then we roll. I'll set a DC based off what you guys are trying to do, and then if you guys pass, you guys get a pass. If you fail, obviously one step closer to failure. All right. Top of the initiative, Hurricane.
Oh, really?
You see the guards rushing towards you from Dalian's side. Have you been killed yet? Have you deafened? All right, and as you look around, you see another group from the other side. So sandwich you guys in, rushing towards you. The other group's probably about 90 feet. The one closest to Dalian's about 60 feet from you guys, as they just full pelt towards you guys. You can just see them pointing and screaming at you guys.
Is there, so what other ways are there? So is the alleyway in front of me, is there a way in the opposite direction?
No, the opposite direction, your back would be back towards the tavern, and then you've got troops coming from this side, troops coming from this side, and then the only clear way at the moment is through the alleyway.
But
can I do something on my turn? So I'll just move.
Yep.
Is that alright? Like, can I do mine?
Oh yeah, start on yours. Yep, go ahead.
You can use abilities, yeah.
You can use abilities, but they will neither fail or pass depending on what you guys are trying to do.
we haven't done anything wrong.
You've just got a body on your shoulder, and there's been gunshots, and there's people chasing you. And
Under Lord Gambit.
Lord Gambit is not above the law.
Plus, I think he wanted to be.
And you just see you guys are jumping out the window. There's a bunch of skinnies tied up. It looks pretty bad.
It looks bad, but
Alright. I'm gonna try to. So the ones that are sort of 60 feet from us, I'm gonna yell in that direction. And I'm gonna go, "Hiya!" And as I do, Thunderous Wave emerges from Dalian.
Yep.
And sort of like a big wave comes and sort of pushes towards them. Try and push them back 10 feet.
Alright, so what does it actually do, the spell? Or do they have to make a check or something?
Yeah, so it's a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. I'm just going to make it as a group. They get +1. Cool.
DC is 12.
So I pass.
So on half, on pass, they take half damage.
Alright. So just be aware, yeah, you've just attacked.
Okay,
Alright, so in addition, any unsecured objects that are within the area, automatically be pushed 10 feet in the direction of the spell.
Alright, go ahead and make your damage roll. Now again, it won't give you pass or success, but I'll say for the next person, it will give you advantage to whatever you guys are doing.
So they take 3 damage.
3 damage, okay. You guys all just see a massive wave emerging from Thalian as all the crates, fishing net, ropes and everything in front of you guys just get picked up and flung towards these guys as they're hit and crushed in the wave. Most of them get knocked to the ground. They don't get knocked away as they're few of them get smacked with the crates and the barrels that got picked up with the wave.
And there is a thunderous boom that's all 3.
Oh, fantastic! And it just resonates through. It just sounds like a cannon shot resonating through the city. Anything else?
That's
All right, Harakai.
Okay, Arakai's just gonna get up and be like, "We running? 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 We're running!"
Yes!
He's just gonna start sprinting and I don't know if this would count, but he wants to try and like click his things into the next thing.
You want to overdrive it? Is that right? All right, I'll say yeah, you can, and just makes you go further. Is that right?
Yeah, it just increases my speed, and if I pass, I ignore difficult terrain.
All right, awesome. Do that. At the end of your turn, Valiant, I need you to roll a d20.
Oh,
Just
natural
straight
20.
D20.
Oh, is that 2 successes? If it's
That's what we
natural
said, right?
20? Yeah.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
What? Wait. Find the right book. Thank you. Right, it wasn't this book. Alright, so at the end of each person's turn, they have to roll a d20 as something happens. Alright. What'd you get?
1.
Okay. You kick your boots into overdrive, and as you just start rapidly flying down this alleyway, a horse and a cart just comes out of nowhere out of one of the alleyways and starts crossing your path. Make a dex saving throw
Oh shoot.
an acrobatic saving throw to see if you can dodge past it.
Okay.
Oh, no,
4.
4?
Yeah.
With the speed of your rocket boots, you go into the bottom of the horse, your head just slamming into its abdomen, as you just go flying up backwards, skidding on the ground.
Oh,
That is a fail.
but I got a natural 20 for the check.
For the rocket boots?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll count it as nothing then. Now roll a d20.
Oh, okay. 13.
Okay. Who's next? Björn.
Alright, so I was sort of crouched, observing Kylo on the ground. I'm gonna sort of like side myself, and I'm gonna. Are the skins still there?
Yeah, they're all still sitting there.
I'm gonna spot Kylo. I'm like, we are friends.
We are friends.
Stop them. Help us escape.
Make persuasion check. Oh, that will be your challenge.
Sweet.
Yeah. Alright.
That's my action. Do I still get a bonus action?
No, that is your action.
Alright. Yeah, but I don't get a bonus action?
No, because it's like, each person does a skill.
Alright, cool. What was it?
I set it up and told you.
No, what am I rolling?
Oh, persuasion.
17.
Okay. Alright. Kyla nods at you. And he stands up, followed by the rest of the 7 skins, so they all stand up. And there's just a moment of silence as they all look around. And then Kylo lifts his head to the sky and is like, "Ah!" And they just all split. 4 go this way, 4 go this way, and they just start charging towards the guards. Claws out in the air, are terrifying. Like, they're super cute, but this is terrifying. And they just, they just go running at the guards.
I don't know what I expected, but it was not that. How do these guys ever get flogged?
That's a pass.
What was the D20 roll? Do I have to do anything?
No, nothing for that one.
Okay, but I'll roll a D20 now?
Yep.
Just straight up?
Straight up.
14.
14, you're fine. Alright, who's next? Dario.
Sorry, I'm assuming after all these, people are running as well towards the alleyway, yeah?
Is this all at once?
He persuaded it and he can use his movement to...
Yeah, like you guys are all running, this is kind of happening at once, yeah. Alright, Dario, what are you doing?
Thank you. Why is there because I want to try and almost make a blockage in the alleyway so they can't.
There's plenty of crates, barrels, fishing nets, fishing baskets. There's enough stuff there for you to make a blockage behind you guys.
Is everyone in the alleyway except me and Carla?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I want to.
I was where Kylo was. I have a picture. So
Yeah, assuming it's part of your turn, you guys are all running.
Oh, okay, cool.
what I'll do is as soon as I hit the entrance of the alleyway, I'll just start trashing it, causing a barricade. But I'll remain there so when Kyla comes, I can help him over or under it,
Alright,
if possible.
so make a strength check then, to see if you can, with the little time you have, pull down enough stuff to quickly make a barricade, or set up, throw down enough stuff to slow them down a little bit.
Moan.
5.
Oh no.
Alright. You start pulling down stuff, but as you grab one of the barrels, you misjudge how heavy it is, and throwing it down, you actually throw it down on your own foot as you just yelp out in pain, taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing crushes your foot.
Heavy damage.
Is you said fish stuff, right? These barrels, are they water?
There's all you don't know what's inside of them. There's most of them would seem to be liquid. But the easiest way is pick a skill and then describe to me using that skill how you're gonna do it. So your turn. So that is one fail.
Did you use magic in this?
You can, but again, it won't give you a pass or a fail. What are you planning to do?
Okay, the barrel's on the ground. I like to feel out which one is water. Tip it on the ground, and then just ice all over it.
Alright, cool. So it won't give you a pass or a fail, but it'll give the next person advantage. Okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so the barrel that lands on Dario's foot, you uncork it, spilling water everywhere, fresh water, and you quickly get to work, making a difficult terrain kind of patch of slippery ice. As you last run through the alley, you turn around, and you just see one of the Sphinx just take a halberd across the body, getting cut down by one of the guards.
Oh
no.
And you can just hear the war cries of Kyla still raging in the night now.
Oh no, but they're cute!
Haruka, you're up. Oh, sorry, Thalion, you're up.
Alright,
We have
I'm going to use survival check for mine.
Yep.
But I'm going to flare it up with a spell, if that's alright.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so after everyone's started running, I'm going to run with them, and I'm going to reach for my shelves to try and get my trident out. But as I do, water's just going to keep flowing. 10 gallons of water to be precise, as I'm running behind me, and I'm going to try and have the water sort of muddy our paths, our footsteps behind us, to try and hide them.
So again, that's not really a survival thing though, so you can do it, but it won't give you a pass or a fail, we'll just give the next person advantage. Because that's not really a survival thing.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to use my perception then to try and sort of pick out a path that's going to lead us to a dead end.
Alright, come on, go ahead. And remember, you guys can't use the same skill twice, yeah? Oh, you have advantage because of Kyla.
Oh, cool. 13.
13, alright. As you frantically look around, one ear on your shoulder, puffing as you're running down this alleyway, if you realise that it's actually a pretty large alleyway, you should probably turn either left or right to get kind of a small alleyway. It's almost like, it's an alleyway that's more almost like a street.
A main sort of alleyway.
Yeah. So taking a sharp left, you lead the group down a smaller alleyway that's more residential instead of more kind of, shop entrances they can go into. That's a pass.
Awesome.
Alright, Haruka.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I was planning to do a similar thing to what Valiant did, but using history, I want to try and recall, I don't know, a more intricate way to get out of the place so that it will be hard for them to follow us. But I don't know.
You don't have too much history about the place, I'll say you probably couldn't use history. You can make another perception check like that because you haven't used that skill.
Okay. Sure.
Unless you can somehow tie it into history with me. Like, did you look at some maps or did you...
Okay. I don't know if this would work either, but I want to try and... Because I'm assuming Harakai would put Mechaxerxes in our room. So I don't know if this would count, but I want to use like animal handling or something to try and like, I guess, like call him towards me with like some sort of button or signal or something.
Do you usually use animal handling checks for Xerxes?
I don't know. Haven't done anything with Xerxes.
Not really valuable either.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say you can try it. Maybe you have like some kind of button, some kind of call
some
that
signal.
that attracts them to you.
It's
so-
actually a raw like apples.
Nice. Go ahead.
Cool. 5.
All right. Frantically clicking the button as you're following Harakai. There's nothing, and then as you look up, you realise you actually haven't followed Thalion, and you're running straight towards another group of guys that are coming towards you guys down the alleyway.
Shoot! This way!
Bjorn.
Oh, it's still going? I thought it was...
No, that's only 2.
Oh, sweet. Crap. Okay, so what sort of order are we in?
What sort of...
Order? Like, are we all following Thalion and Harakai's gone?
You've just seen Thalion go break to the left. You
Yep.
see Harakai furiously tinkering with something, and it looks up and there's just guards running towards you guys, and you're behind Harakai at the moment, with Dario and Kyla behind you. Buildings flanking you guys either sides.
Okay, so we can still get to where Thalion is?
Yeah, you can still get to the Thalion.
Okay. Okay.
These are stressful.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm going to crap. You know, in this second of panic, Bjorn's going to just instinctively summon the runes and put out his arm and wipe the area in front of him, and trying to create the first thing that comes to his mind, and suddenly between us and the guards, a massive werewolf just looms up and spreads its arms and rolls up in the air. But no sound. Sorry, it's just like a secret. Yeah. I'm trying to cast lots of advantage. But I don't know what sort of skill I'm trying to.
Okay, yeah. If you're tying into the performance, I'll let you make a performance check to
That
see
was my next thing.
if you pass or fail.
Yeah, but you do silent image.
No, I don't understand this.
Oh yes, that's really good. 23.
Fail. No, it's joking. The guard's halberds raised, skid to a stop as this massive werewolf appears in front of them, roaring in the air with no actual audible sound. But they all stop dropping his halberd, falling face first into the dirt, giving you a second to grab Harakai and follow Thalion down the left corner, the left alleyway. Dario. One more fail and you guys get caught.
Come on,
As
your best skill.
you see the guards, bloodied, running towards you, jumping over your barricade that you've made, and slipping over the ice that Kyla's
How many
made.
passes have we got?
3 passes, 2 fails.
There's only 5 more passes.
Alright. I want to, as I'm running down the alleyway, I'm looking for just like blankets or like bits of cloth that have just been like thrown out, like something dark
Yeah.
to pick up and kind of use it as a cloak and kind of slip into the shadows using stealth.
Okay. Using stealth. Okay, go ahead, make a stealth check. And I forgot you guys haven't been rolling for the random things, but it's alright.
Oh yeah.
So that's 14.
14. Alright. Picking up a large Hessian kind of blanket that's over some vegetables, you wrap it around you, and as you twirl, you go down a separate alleyway to the guys. You actually go down to the right, and you take a couple of steps, go back up, like trying to circle around the guards, and you end up quickly making your way around the block, and you can see the group, like these 3 guys in front of you, as a group of guards just goes rushing past you, not giving you another look.
Can I cast a spell on it?
No, that was your turn.
Nice.
And that's a pass.
Oh my god.
What skills did you use?
Kyla,
Don't go.
you're now hidden. If like you can drop out of this if you want, or
Nice.
you can continue to try helping the group. But the guards are no longer aware of you as they focus down
Nice.
the rest of the group.
Do you want to roll a d20?
Yes please, yep.
What's it going?
6.
6, okay. Okay, who's next? Kyla. Alright. So, as you're running down the alleyway, you've just done the ice, you see Dario disappear, don't know where he's gone, and you just see Harakai being dragged by Bjorn down one of the left alleyways, and as you're running, and then in front of you there's the guards with Welf, and as you're running towards them, there is just a pack of dogs that just come out of nowhere, barking and chasing a kitten, and you're running, and you're running right in between them. Make an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna roll kind of fast for this one.
Okay, so roll with advantage, so that works, yeah.
Which one? 12.
Alright, you just managed to dodge past them as a few of them in their rage bite and claw at your ankles, but you managed to quickly step through them and continue on your way. You can continue your turn.
Nice.
Expert now.
So, am I still in the same path as everyone else, or?
Yep, so you can continue on your path and follow these guys. Yep.
I mean, I got spells. I don't know about checks, so.
Again, using a spell will just give someone else an advantage, unless you can tie it into a skill. Quick!
Or just try and give advantage if you don't look.
Yeah, advantage is probably better at the moment, actually.
I can do that.
10, 9, 8,
So
7,
I
6,
will pass
5, 4.
haste
3.
for the source member.
Pick who you want.
Who's?
Yeah, I got my boots on fast.
I'm probably behind the back, so I'll haste.
Okay. If you cast haste on yourself, I'll say it'll give you advantage on the next check. If you want to cast it on someone else, it'll give them advantage on the next check.
Maybe just Stallion is next.
I'll cast it.
Alright, go ahead. Do you have to roll for it or anything, or just cast?
No, just cast.
Alright, reaching out your hands as you round the corner, you summon the winds of magic, focusing them and shooting them through that Thalion as you feel yourself gaining speed and gaining focus as you make your way through. You now have advantage. Roll for your
17, and for the Tide of Chaos. 2, so we're good.
Alright.
Oh, am I still blind? I mean, deaf?
Yes, you are.
I haven't been rolling for that. Got a 2.
Yeah, so just roll your check and then roll a d20.
17.
Okay, you're good, so Thalion.
Alright, so feeling exuberated all of a sudden, I'm gonna put down banana and then wait for everyone to pass, and then I am gonna use an athletics check to pick up any barrels nearby and start rolling them towards the guards.
Okay.
Donkey Kong.
Try and roll a few because of my haste.
Okay, go ahead.
So I get advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
22.
Woo! Alright, picking up barrels in rapid succession, you just throw them down the hallway, just past the group, your friends are behind you, and by the time you've got the third one, the first one's at the end of the alleyway, and as the first guard rounds the alleyway, he just slams into it, topples over as another one slams into it, and then the third one jumps it before slamming to the next one. As 5 of them go down, the barrel's just getting chucked behind you, and that's a pass. 5 passes, 2 fails.
I'm gonna be up on air, obviously, again then.
Nice.
Oh,
Arukai?
I'm going to use investigation to try and discern the position of the guards and where they're trying to go so that I can lead the group away from them.
Nice, okay.
Nice.
Okay, come on.
Oh, do you want me to roll a d20?
Yes, please, actually, yeah. Straight to
3.
that. Ooh, okay.
Shoot.
Alright, so, barrels have gone past you. Thalian, Bjorn are running, and as you're focusing, you're looking up to the sky, trying to hear where they all are. For some reason, 2 glass workers are currently working at this time of night and come out in front of you carrying a large pane of stained glass. Make a strength saving throw.
My strength?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. 11?
You just managed to, not even trying to. It's more like blindly just running and then just seeing it. You smash through the glass as they both just slams, and as they both just slam into the ground next to each other, throwing bits of stained glass everywhere.
What? Where are you going?
Go ahead and make a check.
Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Come on. Ooh, 11?
Okay.
Shoot.
Listening out, you call out to Thalian and to Björn. You're like, go right, wait, go left, and at the last second you just change, just as you hear a shout of guards, and you nearly just led them straight into a troop of 6 of them, just as they bounce left, and you just see these guys chasing them down.
Yes.
That's a pass.
Oh my god, that was scary.
Björn. 6 passes, 2 fails.
Come on, we did 2 successes.
Oh,
You got
You're
this.
so close.
Alright, I'm going to. So I was near Harukai when he was making the calls, and as he goes left, I try and sort of skid to a turn, and instead of just going down the alleyway, I want to pick out a path and of maybe a barrel. Maybe there's something I can sort of climb up onto, and I'm just going to jump into an open window if there is one.
Alright.
Using acrobatics.
Alright, so you're going left, sorry, or you're...
Yeah, so I'm kind of not going in the way that the guards are. I'm going to try and head towards where Harukai said, but not directly. I'm going to just try and sort of climb up and go through like a building.
Alright, yeah, so you're already turning right to the first call he made, and you just weren't able to clear the corner left, so continuing straight, you just see a stack of barrels, 1, 3, 6, and then instead of a window, there is several windows, but it's actually a bridge that connects the two. So you're running up these, and you're going to try and jump, clear a window into one of the bridges that go across. Go ahead. And
You got it. Come on.
Just like when you were a kid. Just like when
Come
you were a kid. 17.
Yeah! Alright, good. You run, leaping 10 feet in the air, clearing the windowsill easily as you slide, hit the other side, and you are now in a bridge. And right next to you, there's 2 lovers up against the windowsill as you just fly through the window and literally crash next to the wall next to them. As the lady shouts,
Do you mind another party?
sure!
For my answer. So what are your names?
Alright, as you join in this embrace, you realise it's 2 younger ladies hiding their secret love from the world. And as you start questioning them, they're all giggling, red-faced, flustered, as a group of 6 guys just go running past you guys, not noticing you. You are out of it now if you choose, or you can continue to help the group.
Well,
Jezebel.
so I'm like, do you know what? Back where I'm from, we encourage this sort of behaviour.
They giggle to each other, playing with your hair, and they very boldly pull you in as you all, in a weird triangle formation, embrace in love's kiss.
Wow, that was quick.
This is a good city.
It's a good city. As the guards go running past you, down the bridge to try and intercept the group. Dario. 7 passes, 2 fails. It can go either way.
I've got someone good
Do
idea.
you gotta roll a d20?
Oh yeah, roll your d20.
Yeah, maybe it's better to stay in stealth at the moment.
Yeah, just in case we get caught. We only one fail.
6.
Well, I do a +6 on this.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. The same pack of dogs that attack Carla, you hear them bounding towards you down the alleyway. The cat's running past you guys, and as the dogs approach you, they forget about the cat and they start tearing and pulling at your at the Hessian bag that you have around you. And there's guards coming towards you as they try and pull it off you. Make a acrobatics check to see if you can get away from them.
Come on, Dario.
This is not what I was expecting.
Come on, you got it. Hard at the cards.
Wait. Can I do a spell?
Can you do what?
A spell?
No, we have to do this first.
I got.
What is it?
I got 6.
For acrobatics?
Yeah, because I got +4.
Oh,
6.
Yeah, but I'm just.
It's torn off you, and as 3 of the guards go past, one of them stops, and you realise that they're covered in skink blood.
Oh.
That's one of them! And you're back in the chase.
Okay.
Is that a fail or?
That is not a fail, because that's separate to that. But now you're back in the race, and that's where your turn's going to end.
Oh, that's...
But you've been spotted, and they're chasing you now. Kyla, as you turn around and start running the other way, as 3 of them break away and start chasing you. This is so
Oh,
stressful.
can I roll to see if my deafness is gone?
Oh yeah, do that.
18.
Okay, go on, and roll d20.
D20, yeah.
Oh, come on, roll high.
19. Nice.
Alright. Kyla. 7 passes, 2 fails.
Come on.
You can go either way.
Pick your highest.
What are you going to do?
Good old blue boy.
I'm gonna see if I'm. Wait,
MC
can I
the
roll-
blue one!
Can I roll to see if I'm deafened?
Yep.
17.
Yep,
Plus
pass.
a
Yep.
whole bunch of stuff. So I'm in an alleyway,
Yep.
and these are like 2-story.
Buildings either side of you, correct?
Okay. I am going to shout out to like anyone that can hear me or whatever. I'll probably boom my voice through minor illusion as well. And
Can't boom your voice in that illusion.
yeah, you can make it loud.
Make it
Or you can
sound.
make a sound, and that sound can be loud. So I'll make it, my voice. What? There's free money on the streets! And I'm gonna throw, just get my coin purse and just grab like a handful and just throw it up.
Okay. So it's going to be a deception check. And first of all, roll a d20 to see how many gold pieces you toss out.
Oh, damn it. Okay. D20?
Yeah.
Wait. I was gonna say, before you do that, is it better that you give advantage on the last check?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
It's too late now.
It's up to you.
could this be persuasion?
No, because you...
It's not.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's not deception. 'cause
It's
it
not
is money.
deception because I am throwing money.
The whole performance, like, zero persuaded anyway. They're putting on a show.
They can't do performance.
Okay, I'll let you do persuasion.
Because my persuasion is +7.
Alright, go for it, boy.
Come on.
How many coins did you toss out?
10 coins.
10 coins, alright. So remember minus 10 gold coins.
Yeah.
And roll your persuasion check. Natural one.
Come on, you got it. You got it.
Oh my gosh.
plus 7?
Plus 7,
Oh,
so
15.
As troop of guards just go rushing past you, you quickly, and you can see them hot on the tail of Harukai and Thalion. Quickly thinking, reaching to your bag, you grab a bunch of coins and toss them up into the air, yelling out what you said. And as they go clanking along the ground, you just see first of all 2 of the guards turn around, and then stop, turn around. And then the 6 kind of stop and then just go running towards you. Somehow, forgetting about their duties of protecting the innocent of the city, they go running towards you like beggars. Just sucking up the coins. Distracting 6 of them, allowing Harukai and Thalion to slip away somewhere into the docks.
Oh,
And you guys
Oh my god,
That's crazy.
That was good.
That was tough.
That was good. Well done. Give yourself a round of applause. That was impressive. Well done.
How do we
And
pass
that is where we'll take our break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Did you want?
Guys.
Alright, guys. Welcome back. So, after an intense chase through the city streets of Aarnau at probably about 11:30, 12 o'clock now at night,
Oh, wow.
you guys have managed to evade the state troops of Aarnau and are currently split up. Thalion and Harukai, you're together. Bjorn, you are with your friends. Your newly
Good
found
friends they are.
friends. Kylie, you're by yourself. And Dario, you're by yourself.
Oh, we're not in one together.
As the shouts and the fades of the pursuing guards fades away and the chase is eventually called off, you guys feel confident enough to emerge from whatever hiding spot you guys have found in the city. What do you guys do?
So what's the time now?
It's about just before 12 o'clock. It's probably about 11:30, quarter to 12 at night. The moon is high in the sky, lighting the city, and the calm laps of the seawater hitting the dock is a nice ambient sound in the background.
Alright, so I am going to step out of wherever I am.
Which is a hay bale in the corner of behind one of the buildings. Things got intense. Moved across the bridge, down the steps, and you found yourself quickly in love's embrace that had 2 pairs of arms and 2 pairs of legs. And you thought you could, it was a good enough hiding spot, and in your own mind you were doing this not for your own pleasures or your entertainment, but as a way to get away from the guards, of course.
So I've convinced myself that. Okay, cool. Alright. Right. Well, I'll leave you here with these memories as to remember me on this magical night, and I'll be off into the wind. And I'll just sort of step out backwards and turn the corner. And then I'm immediately going to brush my hand across my face and cast Disguise Self. And I'm going to turn myself into Sasuke.
Okay.
And I am going to wander back in the direction of the Krusty Krab, keeping an eye out to spot any of my friends.
Okay, in terms of your spell, do you get his sword and things like that, or is it more just his physical appearance and clothes?
I'll double check that. So you make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you lose your action to dismiss it.
Alright, taller, slender, your hair tied, your dark black hair tied back in a ponytail, a long sword in your right arm. You check over yourself, confident in what you see, and you make the walk back to the Krusty Krab in the moon high above you, the cool winds blowing in your face as you make
Yeah, and I'm walking confidently, but with much respect. Very similar to, like, I'm imitating Sasuke as best as I can.
Okay, nice. And you make your way back to the Krusty Krab Inn.
Yeah.
Alright. Make a performance check.
I can do that. That is a 20... Did you say performance?
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Where is the rest of the party?
Why the hell do we keep getting ourselves in this mess? I can't see anyone in the alley.
Just gonna keep on making my way down to where we're heading. Or where Thalion and Haruka.
They disappeared, so once they rounded the corner, you didn't know where they've gone from there. You got split up from them.
Lost again. Right. Take it, I can't go back to the Krusty Krab. That's sounds like a bad idea. This place seems okay. I'm just gonna walk aimlessly now.
Are you trying to head in a certain direction, or are you just gonna walk?
Just where I think someone else would be.
Where do you think somebody else would be? Like, are you trying to find someone, or do you have a direction of where you're going? Like, are you gonna head in the general direction of where you saw
general
Thalion and
direction
Haruka?
where I think Haruka, yeah,
Okay.
where they kind of ran into.
Okay, make a survival check.
No strangers down the alleyway this time, please. Survival, let's see. Survival is 4.
Okay. Sorry, what are you doing?
Are there any like rats around or like any birds that I can see?
There's no birds at this time of
Like a
night.
small kitten.
The city is quite clean, so there isn't any rats either, but you do find a multitude of kittens around the place.
I'll try and like get one of the kittens to come towards me, and then I want to cast Animal Messenger on it.
Hey.
So,
What's this?
by means of the spell, you use an animal to deliver a message. Shoots a tiny beast you can see within range. You specify a location which you must have visited and a recipient who matches a general description, such as a man or woman dressed in the uniform of the town guard.
That's so cool. Alright, make an animal handling check first of all, see if you can get the kitten.
Oh, okay. 12.
Alright, so scared and shy first of all, the kitten seems to be alone and lost its mother and the rest of its litter. And you kind of fumble in your pack, you find a little bit of leftover cheese from one of your rations, and holding it out, the small kitten meows at you, slowly making its way, sniffing at the cheese before licking and taking it from your hand, quickly devouring it. It sniffs your held out hand and continues to lick the residue of your fingers before looking up at you again and meowing before you go ahead and cast the spell.
Nice.
So I tell it to look for a man with a long white beard.
Mm-hmm.
What colour are you again?
Colour.
Yeah.
I'm white with like a greenish tinge.
Look for a man who's white with a greenish tinge
Mhm.
and a crab necklace.
Do you have to tell it a location, or can you just
Um,
tell it to look for someone?
It's got to be a location that I've visited. So I tell it to.
So again, like Carly, you have a general idea of, like, you know, you saw the party split, so you know that Harukai and Thalion are either on the second tier or next to the docklands somewhere, or on the docklands, sorry. But obviously it's a vast docklands.
Thinking I know Thalion, I would assume he'd go to the Docklands.
Hmm.
So I tell the kitten to go that way. And the message is, the stables, will they be heavily guarded at this time of night?
The stables, where you guys stabled your horses at the Krusty Krab Inn? No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, I tell them to meet me at the stables. Bring Bonaire, make sure they're not followed, and bring the king.
Awesome.
Nice. Very nice.
That was good. Alright. Harakai and Thalin.
Where'd they go?
I think it's safe to go out. Yeah.
Oh, jeez. What do we do with him?
Who? Oh, him.
Let's keep
Who's he?
the ribs.
Is that the bard that you're going to talk to? Is he dead?
Well,
Okay, go down, choke him back out.
What are you doing?
sleep. Sleep. Shh.
What is wrong with you?
He's alive. I think.
What? What? I thought we were going to talk to him.
Well, we did.
Clearly.
He wasn't very nice.
Okay. Alright. First thing first, we have to find the rest of the group. Okay. So, how do we do that?
Well, I think that maybe we head to the ships or the docks. How do we talk with him?
Where are we? Are we near the docks?
You guys have made your way down to the docks and you're currently seeking refuge on one of the many staircases that lead down to the water, and you guys are hiding on the staircase where there's a ship moored to the side of it. So you're between the rough wall of the dock, and on the other side there's a large ship. So you guys are well hidden. The ship doesn't look like to have anybody on board, so you guys are on the staircase hiding there at the moment.
Do you think they'll really come here?
Either way, I think this place is safer than any.
But we need to find them.
In the morning.
In the morning? We're gonna sleep out here?
Aye.
It's freezing!
Great. Oh. You can use these sheets.
And you look down, the white sheets are now covered in mud, and there's just spots of blood all over the sheet.
Okay. Let's not stay here.
We can't walk through the city with him.
Just...
I could tie him here and leave him.
No, we have to take him.
Oh.
Okay, let's... What can we do? Okay, why don't you stay here, and I'll go out looking for the rest.
And if you don't return, where would I find you?
Probably in jail.
Not what I had in mind, but okay.
That's a worst case scenario though. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
How long?
I'll be out for about an hour. If I haven't found them in an hour, I'll come back.
Done.
Alright.
Oh, and if you find something to eat,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's just
bring that.
low on the list of priorities at the moment.
Pretty hungry.
And also, please don't kill him. Please, whatever you do.
He's fine. I'll give him another kick.
The limp body just...
Oh gosh.
And then you just see a fresh spot of blood. General area where the face is just begins to redden the sheet.
God.
This poor
Okay,
guy.
Hargay's gonna be like, what the hell are you doing? And he's gonna walk towards him, and you see from his pack he's gonna like pull out like some tools and make kind of like this like cup thing that he's gonna place over his mouth as like a respirator. And I'm just gonna cast Spare the Dying so he doesn't make death saving throws and just remains unconscious.
Good idea.
So he's just gonna
Good
respirate.
idea.
Okay. Don't. Just. I'm gonna leave.
And if you find Bo, get him to follow.
Who's Paul?
The dog.
Oh, right, yep. Gotcha. Again, just a little lower on the list of priorities. But that's alright. I'll be back in a sec.
He likes red shrimp.
Thank you for that valuable information. I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
Be back in a sec. Tattoos. Wow. And then it's so cool. And then Harika is going
They saw the seaweed.
Sorry?
They saw the seaweed on it.
It's fallen off in the chase. It's been torn and ripped off.
Harakai, do I have to do anything with his face?
No, just leave it. It's fully automated with the capacitator. It will be fine.
Do I need one?
You're not getting beaten.
Can I use his?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour.
Okay.
So Harika's gonna wander out into the streets and he's going to, as he's walking, he's gonna like make a trail of his magical tinkering things. And it's just gonna be a 6-second recorded message that goes, doopy-da-ba, condemned, doopy-da-da, at the docks. Because he doesn't want to draw too much attention.
Any attention.
I think there's some sort of circus set up at the docks.
Just make some good
And yeah, he's just gonna leave a trail of those.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. So where are you heading in a general direction, or?
The general direction of where I saw them last, I suppose. So at that corner where they're
Backtracking sort of thing.
So back and then kind of back towards the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a survival check.
7.
All right. So you spend the next hour trying to backtrack as best you can, remembering the way in the frantic chaos of which you guys came. And after about 20 minutes through, you quickly realize that you are lost. And as you walk, there's just the haunting recording that you left in the distance. As you drop them off everywhere and then realize you've circled back to one. And then after another 10 minutes, you've done a loop of them and you don't know how you've linked them up.
So I'm just on a full circle?
A full circle, and then for the next half hour, you're trying to make a different direction.
Are the streets empty? Or like?
It's pretty late at night, so this would be like 1 o'clock. So it's a big city, and especially the docklands and stuff like that. It would be busy around the taverns, but it is generally quiet through the rest of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Kyla, as you find yourself now in the inner city of Aarnau, behind the walls, you walk through the alleyways, the moon high above you, and there's a sinking feeling that you're being followed. And you too are quite aware of how lost you are now. Every sound, every bark, every meow, you stop, listening for a little cat crawls out somewhere, hisses at you, and then runs off into the darkness. And as you turn another corner, you hear, it's almost like the faint call of like an owl or something out to your right, and you freeze listening to the sound again. What do you do?
Okay, Kyla. We are definitely lost. Not spooky. Not spooky at all. Yeah. Just keep your head up and don't pay attention to that owl. Is that owl like extra suspicious, or is it just an owl?
You can't see the actual owl, you can just hear it in the darkness of one of the alleyways, and as you listen, You jump as suddenly from the right, a crate just tumbles off, seemingly by itself, and smashes on the ground next to you. Your heart pumping in your chest, you take a few steps back as the ominous call comes again. Oh.
Yeah, that was really weird.
That's a weird fucking hell.
What's okay? Crates fall down all the time. It's just a little bit windy.
You hear shuffling behind you, and you quickly turn around. Or do you turn around?
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Okay.
Crate shuffle around.
Yeah, okay, moving a little bit. Right. This way.
Which way do you go?
Opposite from the owl. Or from the sound.
So the owl was to your right, the crate was to your left. Forward or backwards?
I keep going forward.
Alright. Going forward, you're enveloped in more darkness. Making a such check.
Shoot, what the hell? It's Olaf.
Finally gonna kill that son of a bitch.
Channeling olives.
Inside?
Yep.
12.
Okay, you're not sure, but as you continue for another half hour on this pass, you feel like as these weird events reoccur, you feel like you're almost being deliberately scared deeper and deeper into the city and into darker and darker alleyways until eventually you're in a one-way alleyway only barely thick enough for you to make it through. Tall buildings flank you on either side. The moon is now out of sight as darkness forward and there's darkness behind you.
Can I light up one of my torches? And then I stop. Who are you? Come out. I know you've been following me.
No response. As the blaring light from your torch lights up the alleyway, but also blinds you. You know, the light being so close to your face. Although, again, it lights the alleyway directly in front of you and, you know, mostly floods through the alleyway, it makes it harder to see through the shadows beyond as your eyes adjust to the bright light in front of you.
Would it be better if I just cast out the light then, or?
You feel a sense of safety within the light.
Shit. Right. This is how people get killed. What do I do?
As you sit there pondering on what to do next, just beyond the edge of the light, you realise there's a figure, tall, slender, hooded, on the other end of the alleyway.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the light to his direction. The torch.
You throw the torch as it bounces off the left wall and lands in the mud between you guys. The figure just stands there and doesn't react. You can now see, as the light reaches the figure, dark blue robes, dark blue hood, and a dark blue mask.
Who are you? And why are you following me?
There's no response. As the figure stares at you, slowly reaches to its side, and the glint of steel. The light shines off a dagger as the figure pulls out a dagger.
I say it again. Who are you? And I'll point my finger, preparing to cast a spell.
As you do, the gloved hand, the left hand reaches out, snaps its fingers, and the light goes out. Enveloping you in darkness again.
Okay, I start bolting.
Which way?
The other way.
So you turn around in the tight alleyway, make a athletics check.
No, I'm rolling so bad. It's like 7.
You start bolting the other way. Your breath's coming in heaves as you bolt, the walls of the alleyway scraping against your shoulders, and before you know it, you're back out into one of the larger alleyways, breathing heavy, and you look behind you, and there's nothing. Distant barks fill the streets as panic and fear sets in.
Alright. I'm gonna keep on running.
Which way? So you've come out an alleyway, you can go left or right. Sorry, right or left.
I'll go left.
Alright, make a perception check.
That's a little bit better. Perception. What is my perception? 16.
Alright. Running, your heart pounding in your ears, you're looking around for your stalker, and as you look behind, you look to the sides, you don't see anything, and then you hear soft footsteps above you, and as you look up, you just see the silhouette of a figure on a rooftop behind you as it leaps across a roof and disappears on another one, following your path. And as you look up, fear-stricken, you quickly come to a halt as you realise you've come to a dead end.
Oh no!
Towering walls around you. There's only one way in and one way out.
Okay. I'm going to cast Mage Armor here. I'm anticipating a fight.
Go on that wild table.
Yeah.
Super Surgeon summon a unicorn or something.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll cast Mage Armor.
Or grow a feather.
Critical one.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And then 5 or a 6. 5. So it pops off. I'll get the Tide of Chaos back, and I roll a D100. Getting a 56.
56.
Oh no. This could be good or bad. Probably bad.
56.
Oh no.
Can I see what it is, or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Okay. As you stand there casting Mage Armor on you, breath heavy, heart pounding in your ears, you feel something brush across your face and fall on the ground. And as you squint in the dim light, you realise it's hair on the ground. And you reach up, touch your head, and a whole clump of hair falls away. No! As your hair just begins to rapidly shed. On your shoulders, sprinkling on the floor.
Blue cold boy.
You feel the cool breeze now on your bald head. Your skin bald head. As your hair...
Oh, like it's a typo.
His entire head. As your hair just falls away, carried in the wind.
What about his eyebrows?
That would be very scary.
Fall away as well.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Eyelashes as well.
Eyelashes as well.
No one's gonna talk to you ever
Everything
again.
on your face.
Oh
and on
my
your head.
God. You look like a blueberry.
I've been waiting for this since
They need a feather beard now.
Right, yeah.
Papa Smurf.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn it. I just fixed it after what Bjorn did to it.
Okay. As this happens, and you hold out a clump of hair in your hand, what's your current HP and what's your max HP?
Current HP is 50, max HP is 58.
How much was it?
50, 58.
50 and 58.
As this happens, and you hold a clump of your hair in your hand, you just feel a warm breath on the back of your neck. And before you can do anything else, sleep. And you fall unconscious.
Oh no! Use a reaction.
You cannot.
Seriously. What the hell?
Valiant!
I'm a bold blue boy.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
Before
Might be a dead
I
bold
put
boy
the mask on,
myself.
can I just say I ripped off a bit of the sheet and tied it around Thingy's mouth?
Sounds good.
Cool.
You estimate it's about an hour when Harakai last left you, and a slow panic starts to set in as another 10 minutes pass and your friend doesn't come back. Just before you decide to take some kind of action, you hear some rustling above you. Freezing in place, crouching low, you listen out. You can make a perception check if you like.
Yo. Natural 20.
Oh. The tenseness in your body starts to relax as you realize it's a small creature. And a shadow looms above you as you look up. And at the top of the docklands, where the wall is, a small furry face looks at you.
What do you want?
Right.
Go away.
And as you say that, does it speak in your voice?
My voice, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
You hear Dario's voice emitting from the next time it opens its mouth.
What the hell?
Repeat the message.
Meet me by the stables and bring the bard and the kitten.
Oh, I've raised my accent.
As it finishes its message, it just hisses at you. As it just stands there and then meows at you again.
What the fuck?
I believe that's a cat. You hear from underneath you. Oh my god. Make an attack roll.
Oh, you're gonna kill him.
21.
Oh my god.
Natural.
Sunk. I'm guessing with the bottom
Yeah, I
of
just
your...
went, okay.
There's just the solid thing as, like, in your distraction, Bonnet has pulled off the sheet off his face. And as he says that, one eye super puffy, his nose on an odd angle bleeding, his lips cut. He just opens one eye, and the last thing he sees is the hilt of your axe as his world falls into darkness again.
Another fail. This guy keeps getting weirder and weirder.
It's only me if you make a note.
Dario, why are you a cat? Are you gonna talk? How can I meet you at the stable if you're here?
The cat hisses at you one last time before its small head disappears behind the edge of the wall.
Well, ready to go to the stables. Oh, wait. I put my axe away and I pick him up. I'm gonna unwrap him out of the sheets. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna sort of put his arm around me. I'm gonna do like a Bernie type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use part of the sheet to tie my leg together with his leg.
Yeah.
And pick him up. And then sort of like walk, half drag him.
Oh my god.
Make a performance check. And you can have one of these. That is quite.
Have I got back around this time? Or?
Make another survival check.
14?
20.
30, 20? Is that what it was? 30, 20?
Yeah.
Alright. Harukai. Actually, let me finish this first. Alright, so you pick him up. You make your way up the stairs. And struggling, the first couple of steps, you quickly get the hang of it. Making it look as partner-like as possible before you come across a few drunken sailors making their way across the dock. They, give you guys a look and, it's...
Runs too strong for him in this town.
Aye, it is some of what he's having.
Hey, down at the docks.
Seawater, the other one says.
Yes, strong seawater.
Have a good night. As you... I can't lift up his arm and bid them good night. So you're heading back to the Krusty Krab?
To the stable.
To the stables of the Krusty Krab. Make a survival check. All around you, there's just the haunting voice of Harukai. Do the loop.
I can't even remember what I did. Wait, condemned. At the docks.
7.
Okay. Jumping to you, Harukai. It is 2.5 hours later before you eventually make it back to the docks. And as you trace, I'm presuming, do you pick up back your magic stones?
Yeah, I'd probably just pick them up as I...
Picking them back up, making your way back down the stairs. As soon as you round the corner looking down, your heart sinks as your friend and his unconscious companion are nowhere to be seen. The only thing left behind is a dirty, bloodied bedsheet that is now floating in the water.
Oh, I told him not to kill him. Oh. Okay. Think. Can I see if there are any tracks or anything in the mud or something? Any
Make a survival check.
or investigation?
I think it's survival more to pick up on tracks and stuff.
14.
Okay. It's a little bit confusing because there's a few tracks, and searching for one set of tracks, you do find what you believe to be Harukai's, but you overlooked it. Thalian's, but you overlooked it the first few times as right next to the track, on the right foot, there's just a drag mark. So you disregard it, and after half hour, you come back to it, and you're sure this is Harukai's tracks. So the Thalian's tracks.
I am barefoot, so...
Yeah. The rest don't look anything like Thalian's at all.
The other tracks, no. This one is barefoot, quite large, but there's just the drag mark next to it.
I hope he's alive. And I'm just gonna follow that track.
Alright. Bjorn, you're making your way to the Krusty Krab Inn.
I was.
Walking through the alleyways of the city quite confidently, back straight, head up. You eventually find yourself on the second tier with the Krusty Krab in the distance. You can still see bodies and the trash from Thalian's Wave littered all around the front of the Krusty Krab Inn. Most of the patrons seem to have gone home, and the streets are quite empty. What would you like to do?
Can I do a look around to see if there's any sign of any of my companions around the place?
Make a perception check.
Hey, sorry.
Or investigation?
Either or.
Also,
Can I just say I did one other thing before I left? So before I went to go, I was staring into the water, and as he did, he sees his reflection shimmer and then slowly change, and he looks like one of the sailors that he passed earlier.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
This guy's
21.
Okay. As you get a little bit closer, you notice a few things. First of all, one of the first things that you notice is a shadow going from building to building and then eventually making its way across the open ground to the stable. You watch a little bit as it makes sure there's no one around, and as it quickly crosses the open land, you realize it's Dario as he disappears into the shadows and into the stables. The second thing that you notice is the littered bodies of the dead skinks. However, you do see one skink that seems to be still alive, hunched over one of the bodies of the skinks.
Nearby? I'll make my way.
As you get closer, you realize the blue skink is Lurtz, and the body that he's hunched over is Kyla.
Imitating Sasuke as much as possible. I'll say, a rough night there, young skink.
Without looking up at you, I will avenge my friend. I will find who did this, and I will not rest until they are dead. And you realize he's cut a piece of cloth from Kyla's apron, and the strip, he holds it tightly in his hand as he looks down at the quite brutally hacked open body of the other skink.
An honourable thing, young skink. Do you have any leads?
He looks up at you with one eye, and his glassy eye seems more wet. My friends did this.
Your friends. Surely this could not have been their intention.
They let him die. And I will avenge him. And he slowly raises the cloth, and you realize with his claws he's cut 2 gashes in it as he reaches up and wraps it around his eyes so the slits are over his eyes, and he ties it underneath his chin. I am now Skink Man. And I will hunt in the darkness until I have avenged him. And he slowly reaches down, takes off the rest of the apron, throws it around him, and ties it around his neck like a cloak. And you can see on his side, probably stolen from the kitchen, is a large kitchen knife tucked into his side.
Fitting guys. For a hunter.
Yes. No one will recognize me now.
Perhaps your friends might.
I am hidden. And he points up to the raggly cloth that does nothing to hide his appearance. That sits awkwardly across his lizard snout and eyes.
Can I be allowed to help?
You can be my apprentice. We will hunt in the darkness together.
But first, let us honor the fallen. Come, Skink Man. I will help. And I crouch down and I pick up the red color.
His broken, butchered body, light and fragile in your hands. His heroic deeds. His last moments of life. You can tell he was clearly fighting. You can see still bits of yellow and blue cloth on his fingernails where he'd scratched and clawed at the guards. And you can see multiple cuts and bruises on his body until the final cut where he's hacked down and then probably hacked on the ground to make sure he stays down. A valiant fight he put up for his friends, sacrificing his life so they could get away.
Alright, I pick him up and I cradle them in my arms. Do these guys have eyelids?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll close his eyelids. I guess it's like on the sides of his
Yeah, you gotta do like one by one.
One. I have seen the way your skin got treated, as any other minority usually is, with disregard and contempt. Perhaps your friends are not the victim here, but rather the system.
What is system?
I will tell you about it. Does your friend here have a favorite place that he would go to?
We come from the hot sands of Lustria. We should find some sand to bury him in.
Down to the beach then. I'm sure.
What is beach?
Let us find some hot sand. This way, skink man.
And he reaches up with a clawed hand and holds to the side of your tunic and lets you lead him.
It's an illusion.
Yeah?
If he can't start when he realizes it's an illusion.
I stepped out of the way a little bit. I'm like, oh, he's heavier than he looks. I sort of stumble away a little bit.
He reaches back out and instead grabs his tail.
Yes, that helps. This way.
And lets you lead him down.
Where do we go to the nearest coast beach area?
There's, again, it's a sparse kind of docklands, but you could, eventually, if you walked enough, you would find a beach area either side. It would probably be about 45 minutes walk though in one direction and 45 minutes back.
Is there a couple of skinks around the place?
Yeah, they're all 8 of them, including Kyla, are butchered on the ground.
There's no way I can carry them all. They just left them there for dead. Like, just left them there.
But they killed them and then chased after you guys.
Alright, I'll look around to see if there's any sort of parked carriage nearby or cart. Just a cart.
There's, being on the docklands where things are loaded and offloaded, onto the ships, there's plenty of carts that you can find.
Okay.
Like
Scratch
wheelbarrows and stuff.
Scratch up. I'll find somewhere nearby. Maybe, I don't know if there's a hay bale nearby or something. I'll place Kyla, and then I'll say, where is it? Give me a moment. We must gather them all. And I'm going to spend 10 minutes tracing one of my tattoos and casting, just sort of circling my arm like this on the floor in front of me, as a sort of gentle amount of wind starts swirling, and then seems to almost take form after a while, and it takes about 10 minutes, but I create a floating disc.
Nice.
And it's 3 feet in diameter, 1 inch thick, and it's, it's I suppose a opaque color of my magic, which is like a pale blue. And it can hold up to 500 pounds. So then I'll move Kyla's body onto it, and I'll help Skink Man collect the rest.
Alright, so waiting patiently for you to do that, and then helping you drag the bodies and carry them to the thing. You guys, within a short 5 minutes, collect all the
As we
bodies.
move to each body, the floating disc follows me.
You guys? Yeah. And within 5 minutes, you guys pick up all the broken and butchered bodies and load them onto the disc.
Okay. I'm assuming they're pretty light.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're very small. Yeah.
Yeah. And then eventually we'll make our way down to the beach.
All right.
How long does your sky self last?
An hour, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Dario, you make it to the stables and quickly find a corner to hide in while you wait for your friends.
Can I actually check my horse out? Like take it out of the stables, kind of hide it off to the side, and then kind of wait a bit further up. Where is it that way?
You would have to go through the front gate to take because you've snuck into the stable, you'd have to go through the front gate to take your horse out, and there's like a stable boy and stuff at the front. So you can do it if you want. Do you want to? And like pay off the stable boy?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So going up to the stable boy, he doesn't really realise, who you are. You've already paid for the night, so he tells you, you can still leave it here if you want. But you wanting to take it out, he helps you get it ready and lets you take it out. So you want to wait outside the stables?
Yeah, just like, so say Dalian's going to come this way.
Yeah.
Kind of want the horse here, maybe just like tied up to a post, but then I'll kind of want to wait in like an alleyway or something.
Okay, no worries. Alright, so taking out your horse and tying it to one of the posts outside the stable, you find a alleyway with a good vantage point where you can see who's coming and going. You wait for about an hour and nothing happens. Do you want to do anything after the hour? Or are you just going to wait there until somebody appears?
I'll just keep it.
It's about 2.5 hours. You've seen a couple of people come and go until eventually you hear the dragging of someone as a sailor, seemingly with another sailor hunched over his shoulder, slowly make their way onto the docking. You can see them from quite far away as they make their way to the Krusty Krab. And your Krusty Krab is here. They're making their way across the second tier here, and you're across from the Krusty Krab here, and you just watch them. And as they get closer and closer, make a perception check. It's only until they are very, very close, you've disregarded them until you realise that the unconscious man is actually Bonaire with some unknown sailor. What do you do?
I'll just walk out like. I'll pretend to be a drunk sailor as well. And I'll just kind of like accidentally bump into them.
Okay. So seeing the sailor seeing Dario come out of nowhere, acting all drunk, he seemingly just appears from the shadow, bumping into you guys.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, and I just have one hand on my rapier.
Dario, you're a cat.
Dalian, you're a sailor?
I mean, wait, what?
And I'm a cat?
You're a cat.
Yeah.
Oh wait, bumps in disguise. Sort of falls.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's like close to 3 hours now have passed. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Where's everyone else?
Why were you a cat?
I wasn't a cat. Where's Harakai, Yon, and Kyla?
Harakai, you're about 15 minutes away. You can just see this as you followed Harakai's tracks up into the city. Up into the city, into the inner city, back out, circles around, comes all the way across, back down to the docklands, back up to the second tier before eventually making it to a straight line to the Krusty Krab. And you can just see Thalian, Dario, and some dude on his shoulder out into the distance.
Okay.
As you've just been following these tracks.
I'm just gonna keep on walking
He
towards
said he'll meet us in jail.
What?
I don't know, I thought it was weird too.
Did he get captured?
No, just thought it was a good meeting place.
That is the worst wedding.
That's what I tried to tell him.
I thought it was meant to be like a. Oh, hi by the way. It was meant to be like. it was meant to be like a, like a. I don't know, like.
Where have you been?
Well, it's a big city.
Where's Bjorn and Kyla?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
We should probably get out of the open.
Yeah, in here, and I just lead into the alleyway I was just talking.
Also, why did you leave? I said wait at the dockland, and it
For
said
an
down.
hour. And then Dario was a cat. And he told me to meet him here.
You're a cat?
I wasn't a cat. Wait, where is the cat? I told you to bring him.
I couldn't bring you. You're too fast.
I'm very confused.
The silence is broken by the struggled breaths of Bonaire as he snores in a deep, forced sleep.
Your contraption didn't work either. He woke up.
The contraption was meant to keep him alive.
Oh,
You can see a fresh cut just above his eyebrow,
well, this is awkward.
across his
Just a
blood.
little.
I thought it'd keep him asleep.
No, it keeps him. Oh, it's run out of charge too. And I'm just gonna replace it and then recast it.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. So, plan now.
Has anyone seen the others?
No. I even left little messages, but no one. I checked back on the dogs and no one was there. So.
I hope it.
I'm assuming I heard the messages everywhere.
You did, yeah.
I hope it wasn't obvious.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Did it lead him here?
No, it led them to the
Smart.
docks.
Oh,
Because you were meant to stay there.
for an hour.
What do they have one up on alleyway?
They last indefinite. But I cancelled them all the way back, so. Okay, so what's the plan now? Are we gonna all go out? I think we should stick together this time so we don't split up.
Great.
Yes.
No.
I was thinking I could take our friend to Lord Gimmicks and convince him to give us a place to stay for the night.
Should we turn him in? I was just hoping to talk with him under better terms.
That's fair. But we gotta find somewhere safe to do it. Possibly even outside the city.
Right.
Well, for now, I think like the most important thing to do is find the others, but it's getting pretty late.
We're past it.
Should we sleep in the stables? Surely they'll come back this way.
I mean, I can send another message.
What if the gods got stuff?
Oh. That's what you meant by Jen.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was.
I hiding place.
I mean, I wouldn't even know where jail is,
Ah,
so I don't know how you would have met me there.
Kyle might be there. And Bjorn.
Yeah, they might, but they might not at the same time. So I think we should just wait here. Maybe you send out one of your messages, and
What message?
I've turned into a cat again.
Oh.
it's gonna be pretty exciting to watch. Actually, I'm quite fascinated. Anywho, I think we should retire for the night here, and then take it in shifts, waiting for someone to come back.
Well, if they heard your message, they'd probably gone to the docks.
Then should we go back to the docks?
The cat melts its way.
But we're carrying our
Yes,
friend.
yes, true. But also in the stable, we're near the tavern, so there's probably a lot more foot traffic here than the docks.
That could be hide behind the stable.
Maybe. I don't know. I think we should just stay here. You turn into a cat, and then we'll take it in shifts, waiting for someone to come back. Plan?
Is there like
There's not-
behind the stables? Is there somewhere like a hay bale or something I can put, like carefully put down?
Yeah, there would be like in the stables. You guys could sneak back into the stables, and you would find like plenty of hay and stuff like that, where you guys could hide and yeah, put Bonnet down. So you guys want to go back into the stables?
Yeah, I think so.
And then wait there until you guys see your friends. Alright, cool. So you guys make it back into the stables, sneaking away through the darkness, avoiding the stable boy at the front, where eventually you guys find large enough haystacks where you can hold up for the night and sort of vantage point to the street. Björn, as you and Skinkman finish digging and burying the skink in shallow graves, Skinkman draws, in kind of like Aztec drawings, a lizard man walking on sand with a sun that's drawn like a square with triangles around it as like the sun rays quite nicely in the mass graves that you guys have dug. And he draws it in the sand before stepping back next to you.
That's beautiful.
They will walk under the warm sun forever now.
And they will be happy.
Yes, we like warm.
Do you still intend to find those responsible, Schemer?
Tell me what is system.
System is when a group of individuals believe they are better than others and manipulate everything around them to improve their own livelihoods of stepping all over the rest of us.
There's a moment of silence as he ponders this idea, and then sharply turns one eye to you.
Like Theodoric.
How is that?
The one that flogs us and makes us get food for friends.
Were you not paid?
What is paid?
Reward. Were you rewarded for your efforts?
He thinks again for a second.
Yes, with flogging. Is this reward? Is this paid?
I'm gonna crouch down, so I'm like face to face with him, and say, "System is exactly like Theodoric." And I'm gonna drop this guy's off. Let's crouch right up.
He takes a step back, reaching for the kitchen knife at his side, pulling it out and holding it out to you.
I am so sorry. I did not mean for any of this to happen. But if you seek vengeance, then I will give it to you. For I have caused much suffering. And all I do is continue to run away.
You will help Skinkman avenge friend and destroy system.
I swear it. On Kylie.
He slowly lowers the knife, and with his left hand he slowly reaches out to you, palm open, claws spread.
Reach out.
He pushes his hand into yours, his tiny clawed hands, just barely filling your palm. And he holds it there for a second before pulling his away.
So I stop a moment and I pull my arm away. We are friends.
We are friends.
Thank you. I will not let you down. Will you join me? At least for now.
He takes one last look to the left at the mound before turning back to you, putting the knife back into his apron on his side, and then nods to you.
I will protect you. And you me. And we will honor Kyla. But was that his real name? Surely. Surely there's something else.
We don't have names. But the ones we choose. Kyla chose Kyla.
And he wore it better than any others I have ever known. So we go meet the rest of our friends. I'm sure they are waiting for us.
They will not hurt Skink Man.
No. They are good people. I trust them.
They are not system.
Definitely not. No system whatsoever.
Skink Man forgives them. They will live.
Your heart is very large.
What is heart?
We should go.
And as you stand up, he reaches out again and grabs. If you can reach your finger, he'll grab a finger and lets you lead him back off the beach as this vigilante, dressed in makeshift apron disguise, lets you.
And as we're going, I will secretly sprinkle over his head prestidigitation and just clean his apron clothes.
Nice.
Just make it a little bit more heroic looking.
Very good.
I will wander off into the moonlight.
Correct. It's close to 4:15 as you guys eventually approach the Krusty Krab Inn. The streets are quiet. The waves lapping up against the boats as Krusty Krab Inn has been closed now for the night. All the patrons have left, and you see no one on the streets. You guys spot Björn, or whoever's keeping a lookout. I'm presuming, are you guys resting or everyone's keeping a
I'm just
lookout?
gonna, I'm assuming being in the stable there's gonna be rope or something around the place.
Yep.
I want to just tie Bunya's hands and just tie him to a post somewhere.
Yeah.
And just try and, if there is some water or something around the stable, just have it there ready
Yeah.
for him to have like when he wakes up.
Okay.
But then just sit and keep an eye out. I'm assuming someone's keeping an eye out. I'm keeping an eye on him for if he wakes.
Yeah.
I would have taken first watch, and a little ways down the road I would have set up my alarm and ritual cast it, so
Yeah.
20-foot cube. If anyone enters it, it makes an audible ring.
So on both sides, or
I can only do one, so I would have done it down the path leading directly to the stable.
leading directly to the stable? So you can approach the stable from either end.
Oh, okay.
Because there's that main tier that goes across.
I'll go the way from the docks, just in case my message sent them to the docks.
Okay,
So
yep,
the way
which
I
would be the way they're coming.
Yeah.
So you circled around the other way and came down this way. The docks were over here. Like the
Yeah.
docks are all down there, but you guys were all the way down there. Italian circled all the way around and came back down. Yeah, it's about, again, 4:15. Is your alarm visible?
No.
Okay, as your alarm triggers in your ear, as if you're keeping watch, you would have seen Björn and a skink walking together, finger in hand.
Are you both asleep?
Like,
Dara will just be sitting there thinking.
I think Bjorn's here. Looks like he's with
Kyla?
I think so.
Great.
I'll go check.
And as you step out from your hiding spot, Björn, you see this, and you feel like just on your finger, it's a bit more of a tight of a grip as Lurtz spots Harukai, and he looks up at you for like reassurance.
Interesting. He's a friend.
He nods too.
And the wave at Harukai a little bit like uncomfortable. Still in one piece, then.
Yeah. Same as you.
Is it always like this with the features
What do you mean?
running through the night? Murder littering the streets.
Murder?
Oh. Don't worry. Are the rest safe?
Dario and Thalian are back at the stables, but we haven't seen Kylo yet. Have you seen him?
I haven't seen him, brother. At all. But I did see shadows on it was Dario. So, yeah. I haven't seen it. But I did find Lurtz here.
Skink man.
Skink man.
Skink man?
He's Skink man.
Skink man knows where Carla is. He is under the warm sun.
Oh.
There were the rest of the skinks valiantly fought for our escape. And now, as a reward, they walk under the warm sun. But I'm referring to another Kyla.
Skink Man looks up at you confused.
This is going on. I haven't told you. We actually have another Kyla. But different. Much, not as good as the other Kyla. As Kyla walks under the warm sun. Is this making sense? He's a friend. We must find him. For he could be in strife.
What is strife?
Do you sleep? Do you get tired? Are you tired? It's been a long day.
He looks up at the horizon, now the sun's slowly making its way up.
Kinkman and Kyla were supposed to get flogging now.
Listen to me. There will be no more flogging for you. Already of the or any that we find in your situation, in a similar situation. There'll be no more flogging.
That is good. Skinkman cries.
And there'll be no more tears. Anyone who attempts to flog you, you will fight them. Just like Kyla. Even if that means you end up under the warm sun. Do you understand?
Skinkman would like to go back to the warm sun. Skinkman will fight.
And we will all fight alongside you. Will we not, Harakai? By the way, this is Harakai. This is the Harakai that I meant every single time I told you for Harakai.
You see, throughout this whole conversation, Harakai just looks hollow, pretty much. And it's just blank-faced, mouth gaping open. And it's just kind of looking at the ground. And he doesn't even realize that you've spoken to him.
And for the first time you realise now the puddles that you thought, like the indents and the mud and the puddles that you thought were, just from Thalion's wave, the shape of them and the size look like skink littered all over the front of the crystal crabbin.
Well, what's the plan? Do you have any idea where he is? Do we intend to find him?
Yeah.
I mean, judging by how those enforcers of the law treated all the skinks, this is not like me, but I am worried. And I think we should send out a search party. I, for one, do not want to return to the Crystal Crab.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah? Should we all go together?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's alright. We will help Skinkman get his vengeance.
If
No
you
more
wanted
tears, Harakai. No more flogging. Only vengeance.
Tears will not help anyone. Neither will standing around. So pull yourself together before I slap you again. Which seems to be a repetitive pattern this night.
If we really wanted to help him, we wouldn't have done what we did.
That's a conversation for another night. It's for another night. And I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and just squeeze. You can either swim or drown. Something my father used to always tell me. And right now you're drowning. Let's move those legs. Get moving. Get your blood running. The night is young.
And Dario speaks up from the back, says, "So is our spirits," and walks towards you guys.
No, not towards you.
As you approach him, Dario, I need those outside to make a perception check.
Two rolls for Skink Man.
Perception is plus 20.
I got dirty 20.
30-20.
I got 19.
Okay, Harakai, you're the first to notice a silhouette against the dark sky on the bridge, the top tier bridge, looking down at you guys, listening to the conversation of the quiet night. And you can't quite make out the silhouette, but the figure's wearing a large hat, like a captain's hat with a feather. And as you look up to her, the figure nods her head to the residential part of the Krusty Krab Inn.
Do we all see this?
Yeah, and you guys, follow Harakai's gaze, and you recognise it as Captain Maverick.
This could be really bad. Oh god.
Can't get any worse.
Just be on guard.
I don't think we can all go.
Is she motioning to just one or all of
It looks like she's motioning to all of you guys.
I just mean like carrying the body through town. Oh no, we're already practically there.
Yeah, the stables are part of the stables where you guys stable your horse is part of the Krusty Krab Inn. It's the stables for the Krusty Krab Inn.
I can spend 10 minutes making a little floating disc. How much would he weigh?
Who?
Well,
For now? A regular human. 8 kilos.
Alright, I think it should be fine. Place one here, one there. And, yeah.
Float him up
Go
to the
down.
bridge.
Yeah.
Do you want to float him, or would you guys want to go through?
Oh no, he can't really go upwards, it can only go really behind me.
Okay.
500 pounds? 230 kilos?
Oh, that's so easy.
So you guys make your way, led by Skinkman, to the second staircase where Dario and Björn, you guys first went up, and producing the key, Skinkman quietly unlocks the gate that is now closed to the staircase and holds it open for you guys to make your way up, closing it behind you, quietly locking it, making your way up to the stairs to the top tier where the elites sit, and across the bridge where Captain Maverick is waiting for you guys. And as you guys approach, she kneels down and Skinkman slowly walks up to her as she gives him a hug and pats him on the head. No more tears. No more flogging. Only vengeance.
Hold on, I'm a little confused. Aren't you somewhat responsible? Aren't you involved in the Krusty Krab? Or are you simply a patron here?
I work here. Other than that, I do not condone such actions against Lurtz and his friends.
Skinkman.
Says Lurtz.
I said it at the exact same time.
You can reside in my quarters for tonight.
Oh. And can we expect to be shot at any ungiven moment?
If you get off my temper, yes.
I don't want to walk in there. We're just going to put that out there, but it is the decision of the group.
I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I just push past.
Have a joy then. The rest of your friends and Skinkman can join us if you wishes.
Hold on. I realize forgive you. I was waiting for an apology, but I'll let it slide this time.
She grits her teeth at you. Shut your mouth, or you'll be sleeping with the fish at the bottom of the sea tonight. This is not over.
It's not over for you. I'm taking the bed.
You guys make your way across the bridge into the room. Making your way into the room. The room's been cleaned up. The large bed will, comfortably fit all you guys. A skink man crawls up and buries himself in the pillows. So, multiple colours on there. You can just see his legs sticking up in the air as the rest of his body just disappears in the pillows. As you guys, do you ready to place Bonnie?
Alright, yes.
We all know who she is, right?
No.
Oh! Yes, I suppose introductions are in order. Right, yes. This is Captain Maverick, who I met with earlier, as I let you know about our arrangement, of course.
You're a boy.
She is not.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. We were told you were.
An alias spear.
Yes. These are...
Clever.
And these are my companions, the Fate Chosen, who, if you recall, I went left to save. And this is Thalia. He's quick to jump to any action, so do not give him any instruction. Harakai over here is the brains, although not the quickest on his feet.
I see the brains.
Because you certainly are not, and you've already outlawed Dario.
Say, Captain, do you know this guy?
I just kind of throw him down. Oh, I haven't.
She looks over to Bonnie still on the floating disc. What happened to him?
He's been sleeping.
He looks dead.
No. That contraption is to keep him from doing that. But he's sleeping.
The perfect introduction to Thalia.
You have been in here in the city for less than a day. Yet you have managed. Yet half the world is butchered. And almost.
Right.
We'll speak about this in the morning. Quiet, please.
He tried to trust him. Just
I don't blame you, to be honest. Make yourselves comfortable. Nobody comes into the back. Good night.
I start tying to the
She just shakes her head at you and it goes behind the wall where the bed frame is up against and closes the door. And you hear a lock.
If you need any company, okay.
And that is where we end the session. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next episode.